Hey man, so we got episode 24. Smitty hit the wrong button, but it's all good. We got episode 24 of the Black Files. You know what I'm saying? It's all good that everybody has admin rights. Now, this is cool. You know what I mean? I like how everybody, get to do their own thing. You know what I mean? Get to press the buttons and all that. You know what I mean? But listen, you know what I mean? Let me start up that little Black Files music. You know what I mean? You know? And listen, as we are on our 24th episode, you know what I mean? We are marching forward to episode 25. All right. Yes, we will have 25 episodes coming very, very soon. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, y'all, please, you know what I mean? If you want, you know what I mean, support, send us, emails, text, whatever you got, you know what I mean, based on the shows. We definitely want to hear your opinions and your perspectives. All right. You know what I'm saying? And, any type of topics you want us to cover, you know what I mean, definitely hit us up. Um, Now I'm gonna be honest. When y'all hit me on DMs on the weekend, it's very hard for me to get back to you on the weekend. Okay, so if you send me a DM on the weekend and you're not a part of the team, like you're not one of these two people up here, it's gonna take me some time to get to you. Okay, like I'm just gonna be honest. So, um, please don't be offended. All right, I will get back to you shortly, and I definitely will respond back. But the weekends are just hard. I have family over. You know what I mean? My lady's with me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes our family come through or whatever. So it's a lot going on during the weekend, man. We're just trying to figure things out. So, um, yeah, man. Um, you know what I mean? With that being said, you know, hit me, like I'm saying, hit me throughout the week. Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday is perfect. Like literally perfect for me. Um, with that being said, y'all, right? Man, we about to get into the paranormal, to the strange, to the indifferent, right? Y'all know what the Black Files about. Y'all done seen all the episodes, and thank y'all, like I said, for all the followings. We appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Thank you for making this like the cool show. You know what I'm saying? Out of all the shows, we know that this is the one that is like in like high demand, and y'all always are asking me, when is this show coming back on? And I never tell you because it's for a reason. But but yeah, we know that y'all love watching this, and we love making these shows for you. Me and Lola love making these shows and crafting them and all that. So, um, thank you for making this a great ride for us. And as we go on to episode 25, you know what I mean, which is going to be a great show. In episode 25, we may do something different. In episode 25, we'll probably stream a little bit longer because it's 25 episodes. So we'll probably stream a little bit longer than usual, and we probably may come on a little bit earlier so we can stream longer for y'all and show y'all some love and appreciation. But with that being said, this is episode 24. I got Smitty in the building. I got Lola in the building. What's going on, y'all? What's good?
Hey, everything's okay with me. I'm glad to be in the land of the living, and yeah, you know, got major issues, but I'm here with you good people.
Just stay away from the soda. Just stay away from the soda. You'll be perfectly fine. Just like we're trying to get Stan off of the McDonald's. Stan, leave that McDonald's alone, okay? If you hear the sound of my voice, Stan, leave the McDonald's alone, Stan. Okay? McDonald's does not love you.
But
Okay? Leave it alone,
that's
brother.
all he has access to.
Do not listen to him. He knows how to cook. Okay? And very well at that.
Oh my god. These scandals alone. How are you,
Smitty, what's
Smitty?
going on, bro?
Any day that I wake up is another day that I have nothing to complain about. Point blank, period. This is another day to, try to correct what was wrong yesterday and or prepare for the future. So with that being said, you can catch me here. You can catch me a little bit everywhere throughout this network and as well as embrace the grace. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
And definitely salute to Grace. We had a great conversation today. You know what I'm saying? So salute to her. Salute to everybody, man. I spoke to this weekend. Chocolate Earth, Vic. You know what I mean? Everybody. And as far as, and I want to lay this out here too. We have two things coming up that are really huge. We have our news show, excuse me, our daily news show that Evolution is doing. I think it may be, I don't know if she's doing it every day or every other day, but check that out. All right, it's gonna be in the afternoon. I probably won't be a part of that, but it'll just be her doing news segments and just kind of streaming whenever she wants to early
Is
in the
that
day
on
tomorrow.
this? Is that on this network?
Yeah, it'll be on this channel.
Okay.
So she'll be early on the day. You know what I mean? I think she'll probably start at 2 or 3 Eastern Standard Time. I'm not really sure. I don't know. But she crafting up stuff. She putting stuff together, and she's just gonna go live whenever she wants. And then also big one, man. I know that y'all been wanting, you know, all night type of stream. I've been hearing about this for a minute. I know there's been something y'all been trying to ask on the low, right? It will happen on Friday nights, okay? So we're gonna have a Friday night stream, okay? Please don't ruin this for yourselves, okay? Because if y'all ruin the stream, I will completely not have it ever again. All right. So don't ruin this, okay? Please make this Friday night stream something that I can have. I don't want to take it off the network. I want to keep it. But if y'all straight start some old, you know them other shows that be on all night. Y'all try to do some stuff like that on this network, it will get completely taken off.
Oh, you
I'm
mean
not playing with
you mean
y'all,
the
all right?
you mean the after hours brawls?
Yeah. You know what I mean? We not doing all that stuff on here. So yeah, so please, it's gonna be a Friday night show hosted, you know what I mean, by Vic the Freeze Music. Salute to my man Vic. You know what I'm saying? You know, we love Vic, you know what I mean? So he gonna be doing the Friday night thing late, all right? You know what I mean? And you know, you'll probably see some of these people up here, you know, because you know, they'll probably figure out like who's gonna be on and you know who wanna come through with him and who gonna chop it up and who'll come in. And you'll probably see me here and there, right? I might come in here and there, yeah, right? And I might start the show off with him, and then I might dip out, or I might come in late, or whatever. I mean, wake up in the middle of the night and jump on, you know, fall asleep on the panel, who knows? But with that being said, yes, the Friday night late show is coming up, y'all. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Please, definitely, if you got any ideas for Vic, let him know. You got any ideas for me or any other body on this panel, let us know. But Friday nights we will be rocking all night long. All right, you know what I mean? So yes. But let me take a quick pause for the course because I got a curriculum coming up. All right. We got my man M3. M3, what's going on? We got Quantum. Twin, what's up, Twin? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? As always, the link is pinned in all of our platforms across the network. All right. Please check us out. If you want to come up, come up. You know what I mean? Including our family in Twitch. Twitch, what's going on? Twitch gang was good. But let me pull up this first video. As always, Lola does not know, nor Smitty does not know when I'm about to pull up. All right. But let me pull up this first video, y'all. Go ahead, Smitty.
Real quick before we get going, I want to throw out a quick what is true about Smitty. And we'll get to the actual, I will tell you what the answer is at the end of the show. So for everybody watching, and I'll repeat it one more time and maybe the middle segment right before you play this, okay? All right? Which is true out of all of these with Smitty in real life, okay? I've been in a space shuttle, okay? I own a telescope. I've been jumped by aliens, or aliens live in the ocean. One more time. I've been in a space shuttle. I own a telescope. I've been jumped by aliens, or aliens live in the ocean. Think about it. We'll get to the answer later. Just a little something for you. Work out, so.
I like that. I really do like that, Smitty. That's what's up. You know what I mean? And, you know, M3 showing his love. Simon, what's going on? My big bro Simon. Simon, what up? All right. But yeah, we about to get into this, y'all. So as always, you know, we like to get into stuff that's a little different, right? Shout out to the OG Trey Ferg, all right? So this is different, and our content is brought to you by, you know, the homie Woke Dev. Salute to him. You know what I'm saying? Salute. You know what I mean? He definitely, you know, has some interesting stuff that I wanted to touch on. He had a lot of stuff I wanted to touch on. So yeah, man. Fair use as always. You know what I mean? To the young homie. You know what I mean? And let me throw up that fair use sign so y'all don't trip. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it going.
UFOs are being found in clouds, and here's why. There's a new movie that came out called Nope. It's a movie about a UFO that hides in the clouds. And in case you didn't know, the industry loves putting the truth on TV. This is why shows like The Simpsons exist. So what does this have to do with UFOs in real life? Now there's a new UFO sighting going viral.
What is that? What the fuck is that? Like, that is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life, bro.
And it was found in the clouds, just like the movie.
It's in the cloud.
And for those of you that still think that I'm reaching or capping, Universal Pictures, which is the production company behind the movie, commented nope under the video that's going viral with the UFO found in the clouds. And here's more proof in case you need that. They put the truth in our face, so stay open-minded when watching movies. And share this video so that more people know UFOs are being
Loli, your space buddies are saying hello to you.
Okay, so I'll go first. I have not seen that clip. This is my first time seeing it. I have seen the movie Nope. I gave it a 7 out of 10. You know, I felt like the story could have been a little deeper. And there were certain aspects of the story that didn't quite fit with the narrative. I think they were just kind of trying to have cool stuff on screen, but it didn't really fit with things. But 7 out of 10. When it comes to what I think they're trying to describe, which is camouflage, or let's say stealth covering, I do believe that that technology is a thing somewhere in the universe. The question would be, if an alien civilization is in the clouds and they're, let's say, camouflaging themselves, right? What's the benefit of camouflaging yourself? Like, what is the benefit? I'll be honest with you. I've had other experiences that would put that to shame when it comes to camouflage. I do believe that there is better technology that even the government have right now that they've done reverse engineering on that would put that to shame. Like when it comes to camouflage, and I mean full camouflage, meaning there would be no clouds to sit and figure out that it's there through. Like, I've seen some stuff that I'm like, yeah, no, that right there is totally fiction. Yeah, there's better stuff out there on the market. So I seen some a few years ago from China. They were developing basically light camouflage cloaks for their vehicles and for their soldiers, and it was quite impressive. But even that, the technology has moved well beyond that. So I think people are excited to see this because it might seem like, okay, well, yeah, like if aliens were hiding, what else would they hide, right? But in truth, like, trust me, we're well beyond what that movie portrayed.
Well beyond, huh?
Yeah.
Smitty, what say you?
The lovely host here has definitely made some excellent points. I'll tell you this. I myself, just on a basic level, I have seen the cloaks that they have that they throw over, bruh. That shit looks like a mirror. It's like you throwing glass over you or some shit. It's like a blanket. It's a camouflage blanket, and it's bulletproof. It's absolutely out of this world impressive. I will say that. So I do get what you're saying as far as I've seen better shit. Yeah, I've seen that on the ground, just on regular YouTube videos of people demonstrating. Just look that up. I don't know. I think it's like the glass camo blanket or something. You'll see people throwing it over them, and it's, bro, that shit is out of this world how it works. I can't even get it. But now, when it comes to these things in the sky, I will say I also have my skepticism, because you know what I be thinking now. Anybody who knows about aviation, no matter where you are, Just like how police in certain jurisdictions or whatever, they have to a certain degree stay in contact with dispatch. I find it fascinating how, you know, it keep being these videos of something flying through. Where I can tell you right now, let you be a personal private plane owner. You're going to continuously see the parts people don't know. You're going to continuously be on that radio announcing yourself, so you don't get what? Shot down. You can fly certain places, they gun you the F down. And I just find it fascinating. There's never no like, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, I know how that works to a little bit. Never been in one of them, but I have relatives and stuff who's been in like the aviation aspect of the military. Bro, you have to announce yourself everywhere you are in a plane. It's like every couple of miles, because you never know when you landed, because airspace is different than ground space. You can be in another jurisdiction in minutes like that. It's nothing. So you have to always make sure that folks know who you are, where you're going, your purpose, not just, you know, blah, 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 number 7619, da, 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 and everything else. You announce yourself. There's never nothing shot. I have a strong feeling that, yeah, it's not right, because our government, to land it, our government definitely would only ask once or twice. Nigga, you don't respond, so you telling me there are unidentified objects just flying in our airspace, unshot at? Then I think we need to question the military and how well we are being protected, if that's the case. So you telling me just silver tinfoil and shit or whatever it is can fly over us, some Star Wars shit. We know, okay, they communicate with whatever. Are some things stealth? Yes, stealth works, but I promise you, even down to the people who create stealth, they also have anti-stealth. Just like how we have snakes with venom.
Yep,
A lot of times, if you get bit, right, you anti-venom. So I'm just saying. So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. That's where my head at right now.
I had the same question, Smitty, because if anybody is aware of just the protocol that the U.S. Coast Guard and Homeland Security is under, it's like there's too many radars in the skies, under the water, on land, in the ocean,
in space.
In space. On top of that, that if anything should come into it, you're gonna have something similar to the Cuban Missile Crisis, basically, if something should penetrate. Now, if something isn't penetrating their radar, but it's in our airspace, that's a bit more concerning. That's a bit more,
and you know we off the shoot first, act later.
Right. I think they're gonna radio you once, and then they're gonna tell you we're radioing you again. And if we have to radio you a third time, after that, they're gonna kill you. That's it. You get 3. Like, I think it's 2 chances, and then the third chance, if you don't respond, they're letting you know you're engaging in an act of war. So I'll be honest with you, at this point in time, I'm inclined to think that if whatever people think they're seeing is in our airspaces and our Homeland Security is not picking up on it, you're talking about a level of technology that is beyond what this planet understands at this point.
Facts. Good shit. Nah, I'm with you on that. So, I mean, that's just been my main thing when it comes to this whole, you know, I always keep, because look, this is what I'm saying. How are our locals able to catch this shit in a truck or something on a highway flying by, but our U.S. governmental highly technological cameras and radars and lasers and all that other shit didn't? How were you able to catch it on your phone before they shot it down? I'm just saying, this is the shit nobody ever asks. Third eye open. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out, so.
Well, I'll say this, Smitty, just to the point of how, right? I'm not saying that it can't happen. What I am saying is that for you to catch something real, like tangible on screen, that it's a very rare thing. But if you do, it's very short-lived, because obviously you're talking about technology that's moving at a pace that we are not comfortable with in terms of just looking at it, let alone capturing it. And then you're talking about it's doing things that we don't understand. Like if something just started to manifest out of thin air, you would have to blink your eyes so that your mind could try to understand what's happening, because that's outside of our purview in this side of the galaxy. So I think a lot of what people put on TikTok and online, like in the video, it can be people sensationalizing what they think is there. Like for instance, the last footage where they was looking up in the clouds and it looked like something, a ring. That's an actual cloud right there. That's not a thing. Clouds form that form, because I forgot what it's called, but that is an actual thing. So most people aren't used to seeing clouds in certain ways. So it can come off a different way. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not discrediting that something could camouflage itself in clouds. Like that could be the case. But until you have hard evidence that is the case, right now we have people saying, listen, ain't nothing camouflaging itself. There's some shit up there glowing, moving around at speeds we don't understand. It ain't camouflaging shit. So I mean, this is where we're at. So I get it. People want to stay vigilant, looking for the answers. But I think as long as there's some people like ourselves that are not going to jump off, the edge, and we're going to vet this seriously without being fanatics, I think that's a healthy way for society to be.
But okay, so Lola, and I'm pretty sure because you are a highly intelligent woman yourself too, as well, right? I do believe, and also I believe a lot of tests are being done to see what the pre-reaction of the masses will be. That's right. We all have heard how they're going to, like, for example, let's just, like, I ain't trying to go too off the subject, but like that whole Antichrist thing. The government does, like, the technology to make a hologram in the sky is real. So it's so tough, it's so difficult when we have so many real places, like little small pockets like this right here, and then we have major things like Frontline News, which is just the fakest shit I think anybody with a half a brain can see, right? So what I'm getting to is this: the things that we see in the sky, like chemtrails, all these things. I do believe that there is a certain amount of, like, let's just dip the toe in the water and let's just see how they react. Let's just see let's see how they take to it. So I'm gonna be real with you. You know what I do believe the best way to get the government to just throw it out there, believe it or not. Now I know it won't happen because people are too geeked up. They are too geeked up to have that moment, like, I knew Bigfoot was real. But the fact is this: the best way to get the government to open up the real shit is, let's just act like everything they're saying isn't real. The fact is, those, ghost hunters, alien chasers, tornado watchers, all of that shit, they know that they have their audience of fanatics. What's that shit? Preppers, preppers, all that shit. All of these things are circled around Armageddon, the end of the day, the Lord coming back. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. So
You muted him.
He's on a call.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, as far as like the government running test runs on the public, I'm not mad at that, because that's how the government creates a let's say what they call a coup plan. You see what I'm saying? Basically, it's just them pretty much running the diagnostics to see where's the holes in the story. If the holes in the story in the story is if we should have an emergency and people respond a certain way, it's that's the only way for them to know how to really respond. So the government doing little test runs on the public, I'm not upset at that. But I'll say this: if the government, like Smitty mentioned, if they go and say, well, everything you're saying is fake or real. If the government entertains the conversation at all, that means that they're going to have to turn over certain documents from certain departments that are deemed classified, and they're going to have to declassify it, because if you're saying something is real or it's not real, like either way, this is going to be a problem. So that's why the government takes the neutral position and they kind of stay out of it, because they have their own interest to protect when it comes to public safety and global emergency management. Smitty had to go cook something. Smitty, where you go? Yeah, I can't hear you, hon. I can't hear you. Okay. Okay. So Smitty's gonna be right back, but like I was saying, I don't have a problem with the government running test runs and whatnot, because that's what I would do if I wanted to pretty much create a safety plan. That's what I would do. I would run a test. You say something, Smitty? No, I can't hear you. Mm-mm.
No, we can't hear you, bro. All right, he'll be back. So salute to Embrace the Grace. Grace, I see you in the building. What's going on, family? What's up? But our brother, Great Pill, had a question for us.
What was his question?
So his question is on the panel: is anyone on the panel a flat earther? Yes or no? I told you. My answer was I'm not really sure. I don't know if the earth is flat or round. I think it may be a combination of both. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know. But yeah, I'll let Lola, answer that one. You know what I mean? As I get the next video tuned up and ready.
Thank you, Great Pill, for asking such a non-related question. Trying to derail us. I got you. Okay. While you're at work and can't come up here. But no, I wouldn't classify myself as a flat earther. Like I've seen flat earthers and it's quite religious. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's some people that talk about the earth being flat. Like that's the best thing to understand since God was creating. And my thing is, what I don't understand what the big deal is. If someone believes that earth is flat and at the end of earth we're gonna fall off of it into space, okay, what's the excitement about? If you can prove that most planets are flat, like flat pieces of land floating in space or whatever the case may be, I don't know. Like at the end of the day, are you mad that the scientists are saying that everything is round and that the circle is the basis of creation? Like, are you upset about that? Because I mean, they're only going on the data, so I don't understand what this big deal about flat earth is. Like, even if earth was flat, what is the big deal about making it a religion? Like, I don't understand. I don't consider myself a flat earther. I do believe that there could be some truth about maybe some stuff that they talk about, but again, this is stuff that is not tested for me, so it's just stuff I hear that I respect, but I'm not a flat earther. No. Okay, Great Pill.
Okay.
If you are lost in the sauce, okay, I said I first said I don't consider myself a flat earther, but I went on to explain that the reason is because that's become quite religious, and I don't understand what the big excitement is about when it comes to flat earth. I just don't understand.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
There we go. All right, bet that. Yeah, no, I had a phone call come in, and that shit interrupted. I think it disrupted my whole audio. But go ahead.
No, I was answering Great Pill's question about if we're flat earthers, and I told him basically no.
No. Me, Lola, you know, me and you had that talk with Sir Hector.
Mhm.
Yeah, no. The fact is that there are too many, like honestly, not even too many. There are like a good top 3 examples that just deads that. It deads it in the water. It's nothing to talk about. One, like I've said before, how planes use their trajectory. Lola, we talked about this before. They do not go in a straight line. You cannot get from here to Africa going straight. There are curves that are going to have to be made. That is an indication we are in a spherical, okay, not a flat plane. Second, how daylight, dawn to dusk proceeds. The fact is, if the earth was flat, it would just be like that. It would there would not be a gradual shift as we go from dawn to dusk to dawn and dawn to dusk. There would not be a gradual shift. It would just turn on like a light switch because it's flat. So it's just flipping. The earth is moving at what? 15, like I think about 1500 kilometers per second. Come on now. So if it was flat at that speed, bro, like days would not be no 24 hours. Damn, Lola. Can you hear me, Lola? I can't hear you now. I can't hear you, Lola.
Yeah, Lola's on mute. She knows that. Yeah, she's on mute.
Oh. My bad. No, my bad. I'm thinking my phone tripping again. My bad. Hey, look, I got some good weed tonight. We talking about alien shit. Stuff gonna pop up. My bad. I'm back.
I'm not.
Let me say this real quick, y'all.
Go ahead, though.
Let me
no, it's not flat, Great Pill. It's not flat.
Yeah, let me give a shout out to what to watch on YouTube. Let me give a shout out to Mav, what's going on. Let me give a shout out to Kalia. You know what I mean? Good to see you, Kalia. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Thank you for showing us love. You know what I mean? Shout out to Grizz. Grizz, what's up, man? What's going on? You know what I mean?
I digress. My mic is muted. I holler.
Yeah, go ahead and keep building, y'all. We here.
But I'm just saying, like, real talk, like, so when you're talking about the earth being flat, bruh, I mean, I'm sorry, like I said before, honestly, like your very eyes, considering you have, let's just say, basic 20/20, right? You're not somebody near farsighted. You can't, focus in. You can look up at the sky. You can see the curvature. You can see it. You can see how it rounds off. You can literally see we're inside of a bubble. We're inside of an aqua marble. This is what I call the aqua marble of space.
Yeah, but you really couldn't see that until you get in an airplane and the altitude is like high because of a storm. Like if you ever had to go over a storm and you had to get up high, that's when you start seeing the curvature of the earth when you're
That is true.
And you
that is true.
Bend a little bit. Yeah, like.
But what I'm talking about is we all know, like, for example, like where I am, Lola, I'm pretty sure you're hip. I'm in an area that's like less city lights. So the view that I have, it's a little different. Okay. The view that I have is slightly different than, other areas. And you know how it is, like people who live like in the mountains. Their view of a night sky is going to be slightly different than somebody, that's more on a flat plane, the whole nine. So depending on where you are in the world, you can have a different view of the sky. Like, perfect example to land it right here. Mav, I see you, big dog. Go to certain places like in the Middle East, Africa, look at the sunset. That thing look like it's right there. You could touch it. How huge and how close the sun looks when you're on a certain part of the equator is beyond this world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to here, that shit always, I don't care, even high noon, it's real bright, but it don't never look like it's a huge
Yeah, huge ball.
a huge grapefruit in your face. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
I
I digress. My mic is muted. Go
I
ahead,
think-
Lola. Then we'll get to you after Lola, Mav.
think you make
I mean, Mav after Lola. Sorry.
I think you make the great point because you got to realize that if Earth is curved, those that live at the equator are closer to the sun versus not. So if there is a difference in the view, it's because it can't be flat. Like, and however you want to explain it, it can't be flat if there's a different view depending on exactly where that equator line is. So, but that goes to my point. I don't understand the religious spirit around this whole subject matter. I don't understand that. I'm not that much of a conspiracy theorist, but I don't understand. And I mean, I don't like to take too much time on that subject because, again, I'm not trying to knock nobody's belief. If it makes them feel good, I'm okay. But it seems a little cultish. Coming from
Well, like Soap said, Lola, dumping a liquid bag of Domino sugar and lard in your mouth makes some people happy, like yourself, as he would say. But does that mean it's good for you?
Facts.
I just had to throw that in there. Go ahead, Mav. I'm on the show. I got you. Yeah, go ahead. I'm right here.
Oh, it's not. Hello?
I can hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear
Okay.
you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I'm actually like trained as a physicist. Like we are the ones who prove these sorts of things, and like we didn't need telescopes, and we didn't need planes, and we didn't need any of these things to prove that the Earth is not flat. That Earth was actually first proven that it was not flat by the ancient Greeks. I forget the guy's name. I think it starts with an E. But the test that he did was if the Earth is flat, then it doesn't have a radius. And so if I put a stick in the ground, the angle of the shadow will be the same at the same place at the same time anywhere you put it. And so he took the angle of he put the stick in the ground, and he took that and
Oh, Mav, you're Borging. Start over a little bit.
Hello?
There you go.
Yeah.
You're better now. Go ahead. Go back just a little bit. Put the stick in the ground and what?
So he put the stick in the ground, and he took the angle of it, right? Of the angle of the shadow. Then he went to a city like 300 kilometers to the east or whatnot. And if the Earth was flat, then the angle would be the same. But he took it, and the angle was at the same time of day, at high noon, and the angle was not the same. And the reason the angle was not the same is because it wasn't a straight line that he was traversing. It was the arc of a curve. And we actually used that arc of the curve to calculate the radius of the Earth, and the radius of the Earth was calculated from that calculation to within 2 decimal places, and it is actually true. So it isn't conspiracy theory, it isn't magic but these, as you said, Lola, it is a highly religious group, and they come from trying to take a literal interpretation of the Bible, and they're parts of Revelations that talk about a hierarchy of heaven and earth being on the bottom. And so they see it as linearly straight up. Like, they believe that when you die, you go up above your head, and you go to the next level and the next level and the next level. And it's like, no, if you go up above your head, there's clouds, there's outer space, there's moons and stuff like that. Like, whatever people's religious beliefs are of where we go, there's still places and things that we don't understand. We don't understand what consciousness is. So we don't know where that thing goes. No scientist is going to sit up here and tell you where that goes. But as far as the shape of the planet, the shape of Earth, the shape of other planets, we know that. And that's been proven. Like, that's done.
Yeah. I think if someone had their own telescope, you could probably see certain nights, you could use your own telescope to see different planets and to see
Right.
They look like. You don't actually need to rely on the media or the government to show
Right.
you something. And I understand what they're saying. They're saying that they don't trust the government to tell them whatever the case is. Okay, fine. Go get your own telescope. Go
Right,
look out
right.
there and then see it for yourself. So this is again why I feel like it's very religious, and this is what turns me so off about it. It's just the religiosity of it all. But yeah, Mr. Best, you had something to say about that before you move forward? You there, Mr. Best?
So
Yes, I am here. I'm here. Sorry about that. I'm heating up some food. Let me my man Ron Mack on here. Salute, Ron Mack.
Definitely not surprised. Not surprised. Like I said.
Salute.
You know what I mean? So let me give a quick pause for the cause real quick. Let me shout out my sister Ramadan. What's going on? You know what I mean? I like how Grey Pill is mixing it up in the chat. All right. He said, "Who is they, sir?" So I'm guessing he's asking Matt who is they. So
Maverick, don't pay him no mind. Don't pay him no mind.
I never said they. I never said they. They is a pronoun. I'm not in the pronouns. I'm in the proper nouns.
Don't pay him no mind. Don't pay Grey Pill no mind.
Mav, real quick, you have a YouTube channel?
I do, but I don't be doing nothing with it. It's a little bit on there, but it's Maverick period. It's Maverick period, not the symbol Maverick period. I should put it on my thing. Yeah.
Put your info in the back chat. We're gonna discuss some business. Put your info in the back chat. You know what I mean? Because I definitely gotta have you do some stuff with me, dog. Definitely. But yeah, brother, Ron Mack, man, definitely build on what you heard, and I'm gonna get to this next video.
Go ahead, do y'all thing. Go to the next video. I'm about to roll up.
Yeah,
fuck that shit, nigga. Drop some of the link to that music in the description, nigga. Yeah, real shit. Drop some of that fire, brody. I support mine. Rock out.
You know I got you, Smitty, man. You already know.
Grizz, we talking about a little bit of everything, Grizz, but we about to hit another video, and we about to talk about something completely different. All right, but we was talking about aliens, and you know what we do, Grizz. You watched the Black Files plenty of times, so you know how we get it. But yeah, this next video, man, fair use always, brought to you by my man Woke Dev. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So here we go. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up that video.
I'm about to tell you right now, brother. I got you right now.
Proof that life is a big manifestation. If you look around your room, you'll realize that everything in it was an idea that became reality. This also applies to every creation in society, including entire cities. And all these ideas together create the world that we know today. But how is this even possible? The reason you're able to manifest an entire reality is because you're an expansion of the universe. And since the universe is constantly expanding, your mind is always creating something. Things like thoughts and imagination that eventually turn into reality. Once you understand the power you have, you can then consciously create everything that you want, because you already created everything you have up to this point without even realizing it.
Our intention is everything. Nothing happens on this planet without it. Not one single thing has ever been accomplished without intention.
So be careful what you think about, because this is proof that life is a big manifestation. If you look around your room,
it's hilarious. Hilarious.
Go ahead and build, family.
All right, so look, right. That's what I'm gonna say on it briefly. When you talking about like manifesting things, a whole nine, and the universe expanding. Look, let me say this first and foremost. People, please be wary of the niggas who make shit try to sound too damn deep.
Thank you, Smitty.
Please be wary of these niggas who, like, they just gotta use astronomical. These niggas sound like a Wu-Tang and poet night. They sound like Wu-Tang and open poetry night.
And it's to explain some simple ass shit, like, nigga, duh. Get your ass, duh. How the fuck else do you think you're gonna be able to buy a car, a poster, a house, a TV? Because you gotta goddamn go out there and go get this shit, stupid. That's called working your ass off and hustling and grinding. Maybe people make, we can manifest things in our life like it's I didn't even think about that until I thought about it, and it's there because I had went in with intention. Like, This nigga crazy as fuck. But we feel it though. We love all of it though, for real. We
I
understand.
mean,
But
you
it's
know,
easy.
look,
But hold on, let me say this. Hold
niggas
on.
gotta throw
But
that
hold on,
season
Smitty,
on it. You know, we got
hold
season. We
on,
got sprinkle our shit.
hold on, Smitty, hold on. Okay, but this is the point, right? I'm glad you said that. It's easy for us because we the original consciousness. You know what I mean? We the original God. We the original state of human or just life existence, period. Right? So this is easy for us. You know what I mean? If you go through the pyramids, you go through anything else, we are the manifestation of just anything that has existed. So it's not hard for us to literally point that out easily. You know what I mean? But if you're not from, you know what I mean, our tribe, and you one of them other folks, yeah, it may be kind of indifferent for you. You may not understand the lingo or the vernacular.
So you're saying we come from that? We are the original tribe of wisdom, correct?
Exactly.
I agree. No disagreement. So guess what? Part of wisdom. That means that then we should be the founders of. Sometimes, nigga, less is more. Okay. I'm just saying.
Hold on, you even said them other folks be out of control and doing weird stuff. You said that one time on the show, and you allowed me to end the show real quick.
No. Agreed. I stand on that. Agreed.
Then we got to expose truth to life, right? If they're on that weird time, right? They're not.
Listen, all me and Mac basically saying on that real quick is like, bruh, the way he was explaining, like, look, I'm not gonna lie, because listen, you know, also a part of wisdom is knowing how to also meet people where they are. Mm-hmm. You need to know if you're talking to a mass audience, bro, everybody's not on that astronomical level with you, nigga. You ever heard the old saying, tell it to me like I'm in the 4th grade or I'm 4 years old, something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, just give it to me in a nutshell. Break it down simple. And there's nothing wrong with that. That takes nothing away from your level of intellect just because you wasn't using astronomical, logical, spaceological, and all this other shit. Just because you weren't using all these huge fucking phenomenal words that have to be 8 and over, it's okay to say and it is, was, that, and some. That's okay. As long as the message is getting through. And the greatest part of wisdom is knowing your audience, knowing how to read the room, and knowing how to deliver the message. You need to know when to turn that shit up, and you might have to be on some gangster shit just to get your message across. You're going to be in a whole different group, and you may have to go ahead and sophisticate that bitch up. You may have to go ahead and put that tie on real quick, son, and you may have to go ahead and watch your tongue. Can't use no shit, damn bitch, no, none of that, to get your message across. Oh yeah. So I'm just going to say it on that aspect. So I get you. I'm not saying nothing you saying wrong,
also,
bro.
People can also do it till they'll explain something so deep that it'll question reality for other people, and that's the wrong way to do any fucking thing because you're explaining it.
But hold on, doesn't that need to happen sometime, brother Ron? Don't it need to happen sometime? Sometimes.
Yes, it does happen. It does happen, but people who are taught in different wisdom schools, and I'm talking about your priesthoods, they're taught that your job is not to strip someone unbeknowing of their reality because you have a wisdom beyond theirs. That is actually forbidden in most occult circles. You gotta meet people where they at because what can cause somebody to question reality and then feel the need to question whether or not they want to delete themselves or someone else.
If they're real or fake, they be like, "Am I real?"
Like that can happen.
Or stay in the cult.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're trying to see on some Lola, you're trying to see on some Inception type stuff, huh?
I wouldn't say that. I would just
You're Mr. Best in the world. You're beyond exception, sir.
No, wait.
It's levels to this.
I wouldn't say
Inception, not exception. Okay?
Not exception, but Inception. No, I wouldn't even say Inception. I think it's like Smitty is asserting. It's very simple that people will learn at their own pace. You can't make someone, as they say, you can't make a horse drink water. You can only bring them to the river and they'll drink when they want to. That's how it is. So, but if you try to force a horse to drink, you're probably gonna kill it. That's what you're probably gonna do. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's no real need to bring people to your level. and honestly, right, every one of us, the level we are at right
Right.
now, we worked hard alone to get here. Nobody gave us the quick version of what we all had to go through step by step and learning.
Wisdom is not knowledge. Wisdom is experience. It's gained
what
by
I'm saying.
experience.
That's what I'm saying. We had to go through it. So if you try to, let's say, elevate the next person without them going through all the steps that you took to get there, to a degree,
They're
you
going-
are robbing them of their learning lesson, which obviously isn't good. So that's why I don't try too hard with that. Like, not with that.
Let me correct what I said too, because I don't want that to be on the world forever. I said knowledge. I said wisdom is not knowledge, it's experience. But what I meant to say was knowledge and wisdom is together with experience. That's what wisdom is. Knowledge and experience together.
Well, I'll say
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
You can, okay, I always understood the word knowledge
Wait,
to be broken down between knowledge means to know a thing.
To know, yeah.
You can't know a thing from somebody telling you about it. You have to know it through experience of it. And wisdom is not about anything physical. It's about knowing when to use a thing, knowing when not to use a thing, knowing the thing and its purpose. So
What it does, yeah.
yeah, so it's like it's a slight difference there, but yeah, they do go hand in hand. But
Right.
I would agree with your first statement, even in terms of just it's
you two niggas just did exactly what we're talking about. You took something very simple and you made it difficult. Why did you niggas just do that? Wait a minute. It's simple.
You know what it is, Smitty?
Wisdom and knowledge. Okay.
You know what it is,
Knowledge is the education. Knowledge is the know-how. You know, like me, I know exactly how to build a treehouse. The wisdom is applying the knowledge. Simple.
Yeah, simple.
Wisdom is applying what you know. A fool is not the one who doesn't know anything. A fool is the one who knows in abundance and chooses not to utilize what it is that we have.
But,
Yeah.
but
I
Smitty,
digress. My mic is muted.
but Smitty, you know, some people would say they know something, right, because they've been told about it and they feel that they know it. And the truth is, you don't know a thing unless you have experienced it in the flesh, meaning in the 3D. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying you have to kind of break those words apart so people can understand and then put it back together.
You don't know the
Lola,
stove is
if
hot.
I've
You don't know the
been
stove is
on
hot until you
dates-
touch.
Real quick, I'm gonna let you get in there, Ron. So I don't lose my thought. Lola, if I've been on dates and if I recognize, you know what?
Here we go.
Women with these, no, real shit. I'm just gonna say it. When she has her nails this length and they got all kinds of little fake ass jewel shard diamonds and shit on it, when she demands that we go here on the first date, the edges, okay, all right. I'm just saying. So if I go through all of these things now, if I notice, you know what? This is the 5th time. I see the edges, I see the nails, I see the makeup, I see oh shit, okay, green tracks, neon green tracks. Okay, now when I get to saying, I've learned my knowledge, I have the knowledge now. They're going to ask for a bunch of shit and they're going to give damn near nothing in return. This is not a woman I can have depth conversation with. This is not a woman I can expect to support whatever it is that I got going on and the purpose that I'm chasing. Nothing. It's all about what can you do for me? That's it. Once you can't do nothing for me, I'm gone. Is it not applying wisdom to then look on number 6 and be like, nah, no thank you, man.
You just did the same thing too, Smitty.
I'm applying.
It's discernment.
Thank you. Thank you.
We high, nigga.
Rock out. Nah, rock out, Ron. You got it.
You know what? No, I'm not debating y'all on that. I see. I'm not getting caught up, Mr. Best. You got to take it away. I'm not getting caught up with that. They,
but
see,
listen,
they trying to spook me.
This is what I was trying to say too, though. It's okay for a woman to get dressed up and do all that fancy dancy stuff at times for occasions. You know, might even throw some tracks, maybe. You know, might throw some green. It might be a themed situation. I think that's cool when you do it tastefully in that way. You can do whatever you want for real. It's beautiful, but just do it tastefully. Everything.
I think what it was about was like that it's levels to this thing, and like if you on a certain level, like and like you were saying earlier, if you on a higher level, like not like one level above, not like a 10th grader to a 9th grader, right? But if like a 12th grader try to explain some stuff from 12th grade to a 3rd grader, like that's just it's either gonna go over their head or it's gonna blow their head up, and they just gonna be like completely out
Yeah.
of it, like it can even demotivate people. And this is why
Yeah.
it's levels to education. They want you to go step by step by step, because if I drop integral calculus on you in 3rd grade, you're gonna be like, I don't ever want to do math, I don't ever want to look at this. If I throw that on you at that level, so whatever level you at, you have to
Or
be
you might gravitate to it.
true
Might be
indeed.
You might become fascinated with it.
True indeed.
You just got to know who you teaching.
Right. And this is why even topics such as math, they have age specific or age relevant, ways to explain these things. And so, but as you gather those skills and whatnot, you can get to it. Eventually you get to it. But even like, I mean, talk about fiends and dope heads, like a dope head that's been doing like mountains for years, they ain't gonna have the same tolerance as somebody who just took their first bump yesterday. It's levels to everything in life, everything. So that's my take.
Well, one thing. Hold on. Okay, so let me take care of this.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You already know why that's sitting there. You already know why. So
Nah, because that's personal.
use wisdom. Use wisdom.
I am, but listen. Okay, so anybody who's been to your channel, Tika, would know that. Okay, all right, that wig right there, that's a character. That's one of the main characters. Okay, cool.
You sure?
And Bubbles is an awesome character. But the thing is this: there are a lot of people, when you pop up on the panel, they're not going to know that blue wig is one of your characters on your show. They wouldn't know that. You see? So all I'm saying is, with what you're saying right here, that's a stereotype. No, things are only a stereotype when the stereotype is lived up to. I digress. My mic is muted.
Okay. Don't let's not go into that because that's a sensitive. Okay, Mr. Bassett, what's your next?
Ain't nothing sensitive. I said what I said, and that's the fuck it. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, she might even come up here on that one, man. So the Dragonfly.
She might, and if she do, I'ma run. That's okay. I'm quitting.
You don't know, baby D. You don't know, baby D.
You don't know, baby D.
Listen here, I got it fresh out the commissary.
All right, we're gonna go to the next video, y'all. Let's see where our brother Woke Dem takes us.
Where the video at? Oh, I must ain't manifested that motherfucker.
Yeah, no, you have to pray over sage and birthstones. What's the birthstone?
Movie Hunger Games represents our society in real life, and here's how. This movie starts off in a poor and dictated city called District 12. And in this society, everybody's being monitored and controlled.
Clear the square! You're all under curfew! Anyone out after dark will be shot on sight!
But when
got me fucked up.
Katniss actually makes it to the arena, it gets even deeper. She gets placed inside of a dome that's controlled by powerful people. And this is where she's forced to survive at. Now, the people that's controlling this arena is able to do things like change the weather and add anything they want to it. They literally have full control over everything. Now, doesn't that sound a little familiar? The same people that controls everything that happens in this arena are similar to the people that control everything that happens in real life. And to everybody that thinks that we live inside of a dome, now I'm not saying that we do, but check this scene out. There was also a scene
That's why we shouldn't take movies.
in this movie where she found out she can break it. And who knows, that could have been some type of symbolism to the truth. So you might want to rewatch this because the movie Hunger Games
that boy need to start watching movies.
Nah, look. let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick to that,
Man,
right?
90s movies would have been a trip for him, man. Gremlins, I'm talking Chucky. That boy wouldn't have been able to sleep.
Nah, bump that. He wouldn't have made it past Goonies. He wouldn't have made it past Goonies. But let's just right here. This is where we are with it, right? You know,
Guys, Chucky the doll might be real. He might actually be real.
This is where I'm at with it. Like, all right, so I'm not gonna lie, Ron. I ain't gonna lie, dog. Like, I am one of those. I tremendously do believe there is a lot of real shit that's shown to us in movies, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know what they do? You know what they do? Like, for example, how we started off alien-wise. Let's take Men in Black. Perfect example, I believe.
Oh.
All that shit of them, I want you to think about how it's set up. Him and the white dude, I forgot his name. Y'all know the original white dude. They go down underground, way down underground, miles and shit. And the walls is basically built out of just like the earth that they're down there in type shit. And all of this highly technological lab, that shit really exists. Not exactly Men in Black, but that shit really does exist.
See, that's why.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I do believe, to land it, I do believe there are a lot of real deal hints of things that are really taking, events that are really going to happen, a whole nine. Because just like how you was saying with the women, their weather controllers know that's a real thing. Like, they can make it rain over your city if they want to right now. They can make it snow. They like it, like this technology is real right now, just as real as the watch that can let you receive a text and or answer a phone call, which once upon a time, this shit was only in the high tech shows, like James Bond or something, or some kind of cartoon.
But isn't
and
it
it's in our face now?
Think about it. Isn't it a good thing though, Smitty? You gotta think about it. Like
some of it, no. Some of it. I'm just saying, as far as I don't think he's off on what he's saying. He's not that far off. Movies show us a lot of real shit on the low.
Yeah, but we look at shit too deep sometimes. You remember when when they first came out with touchscreen cell phones? Everybody was like, "Oh shit, I ain't give me no touchscreen cell phone. Hell no, I like my buttons on my BlackBerry." My BlackBerry, I like my flip phone.
Hey, yo, I was one of those. I like my button.
We all was. I bet you, I couldn't pay you to use a motherfucking phone with a goddamn button on it right now.
Right, yeah, you right about that.
So we look at technology, we look at it fucked up.
Hashtag no more pay phones.
Right.
It's just we gotta stop getting so. Listen, when you get up in age, the older you get, the more you start thinking deeper about life, because you know what I mean. You start seeing things in a different way, right? But then we look at new technology and new things that's happening. And we look at it like, oh hell no, these motherfuckers crazy, because that's what they did when we was coming in the game. They like,
let me get my typewriter out the box real quick.
Think about it, man. Bro. Let's go back. The civil rights days, it was some old Negroes that was like, y'all boys crazy out here doing this civil rights stuff, talking to them folk like that. What is wrong with you?
Well, okay, let me say this, right, and just to kind of calm or quell some fear. Controlling the weather allows us a certain freedom as a species on this planet, meaning this. There was a time in history where we didn't control anything like that, and there were famines for years. And people got sick and died in the thousands, okay? So being able to control the weather means if there should ever be a circumstance where the weather isn't weathering, we have some level of control over our destiny in terms of our crops, in terms of just a lot of things. If, let's say, there's a superstorm that decides to rail up from the oceans and starts to create snow, like deep as buildings out here, we have the ability to stop the storm in its tracks because we have the technology to do so.
No, Lola. No, Lola.
But hold on, but wait a minute. So
go ahead.
My thing is, being able to control the weather has been understood from a negative standpoint versus a standpoint of having the ability to control something that we actually probably should control, given how sensitive space itself is. It's a very violent place. We're overdue for a world catastrophe. Overdue. So right now, every bit of technology we have should be going into protecting the Earth's atmosphere and protecting our homeostasis in terms of the weather, because right now the Sahara Desert is expanding exponentially and crops are failing, and that's driving people further and further into the Congo. And you see what's happening there.
So Lola, look, you didn't say it exactly what I was going to allude to on that. So when you say, okay, yeah, that is a benefit, I'm not gonna lie. I would much rather, me personally, I would much rather cross my fingers on Mother Nature as a farmer for that rain for our land, as opposed to knowing if the government wants to shut us the fuck down because we're protesting on our goods, oh yeah, they can keep us from getting that rain. So when you say that, I mean, honestly, that's the first thing I think of. I believe the control of the weather, because think about it. They think so much larger. We looking at that one tomato or that one patch of cherries or apples in that grocery store, that one produce aisle. They're looking at the world and what that produce aisle produces. And I'm telling you, like, they real deal. Who's this? I got you, Brody. All right, welcome, brother Allen. But nah, real shit though. So all I'm saying, to land it real quick, I don't like that. I would rather take my chances with Mother Nature and whether we get the rainfall or not, as opposed to, you know, we can make it snow in Cali, and we can make it, you know what I'm saying, rain in Southern California or some shit. I don't know. I got a hard time with that shit. I got a hard time with that shit.
Never rain in Southern California.
Come on now. It can with the government in 2024. I digress. My mic is muted.
Right.
Can I say what?
So, Smitty, hold on, Smitty. What you got to understand when you use wisdom is that with everything, there's a dual face. You don't have a technology without having a drawback to having it. You can't have your cake and eat it too. For instance, if that volcano out west...
It's my cake, Lola. Who's supposed to eat it? It'll go to waste if I don't. I'm sorry. I don't like that saying, but I got you. My bad. I'm sorry, Lola.
Finish what you were saying. Go ahead and finish what you were saying, Smith.
No, we're not going to do that, Lola. You got it. I'm sorry, Lola.
No, you go ahead and get it up.
I'm sorry, Lola. You got it, Lola.
No, you sure? You sure?
I'm very much so. 100%. 100%.
Okay.
Hey, but you know what I think?
That volcano. What I was gonna say is that volcano out west erupts, and it has been showing signs that it's gonna erupt. Do you understand that there will be no sunlight here because there will be a major storm over this entire continent? And if we don't have the technology to clear that storm, we won't be eating anything according to Mother Nature. Mother Nature does not care about you, literally. It doesn't love you. So my thing is, you can't have the government protecting you in one instance and then telling the government, I don't want you to protect me at the same time because you want your freedom. Freedom isn't free. If you want protection, there's going to be a level of non-freedom that come with that. And you have to use your wisdom when you say, hey, I want to expand because I have the knowledge to do so. That means you got to leave something behind. So we can't be crying and complaining at the same time about stuff. We can't do that. Like, you just can't. But go ahead, Mavericks.
So what I wanted to say was I wanted to talk about what is and actually is not possible. Right? What is we don't control storms. We don't have the power to do that. If we had the power to do that, George Bush would not have to have lived through being blamed with what happened in Katrina. So we don't have the power to control storms in that way. What we do have the power to do is make it rain. We do have the power to make it rain. As a matter of fact, in Dubai,
in the club, you motherfucking right in that club, nigga. And
as a matter of fact, one of in Dubai and the United Arab Emirates, they actually fund what's called cloud seeding. It's where they seed the clouds, and this is how they get things like almonds and dates, which actually require large amounts of water. The reason we don't do that is because it's counterproductive. And as Lola pointed out, with every technology, there's a benefit and there's a drawback, because these cloud seeding planes, what they end up doing is they end up drawing more moisture out of localized places, and so they actually create more droughts than they actually solve. And so it actually is a net negative. So we can't, so, and this is why I mean, as tough as it is, like I do tend towards what Smitty is talking about. We can when human beings get involved with playing with nature, when we start playing God, things don't never end up well, because we don't have actually the power to do these things. We just don't. We have the power to mitigate certain things. We have the power to, again, as I said, solve certain kind of issues, but our solutions end up causing more problems than they solve. Right? We could
Well, it's just like life, y'all. This is the level, this is the stage that we are in. We don't know what the future will bring. They might create so much, they might dig up so much of the earth and put it in different places and figure out how to actually use the planet for real. They might figure out how to do it when the planet won't have any pimples, which is a volcano or too much of this oil. It's like your skin. The earth, period. We can figure out how to make it beautiful by taking care of it, by using things from it, because everything comes from the earth.
But Ron Mac, that would mean we would be a Category 1 civilization. We're not a Category 1 civilization.
How do we know?
Okay, there's 4 categories of civilization that science has broken life into. Category 1 is a civilization that can utilize its planet to sustain itself. A Category 2 is a civilization that can utilize its own sun and planet to sustain itself. A Category 3 is a civilization that is utilizing its entire galaxy for whatever it needs for. That's a Category 3. We're not a Category 1 right now.
Yeah, we still babies.
True that.
We just gotta admit that's what it is. But we working on it. We got a lot of people working on it. That's what we doing right now. We working on it right now. It's gonna take it's gonna take forever. It's gonna be past us, but it's gonna work. It's gonna happen. It's
Brother
gonna happen.
Allen, is there anything that you wanted to share, bro? Since you're up here.
Yeah, most definitely. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm on the side of natural selection. And we had all these things in the past is because we couldn't control them. And low key, we really didn't try as a civilization to try to do all this super control like we have now. The thing about natural selection and the volcanoes that popped off in the past, or the earthquakes and things like that, it regulated the planet as well as the people. So we're all sitting here now because our ancestors were survivors, true survivors. We wouldn't be here because there was all those millions upon billions of people that have died throughout the history of these tragedies and what was that over in Italy, Pompeii, and all these tragedies that has happened throughout the centuries. And you're still sitting in that seat. You're sitting in that seat on the mic. I'm on the mic right here.
Yeah.
He's in the car. How you think we here? Because our ancestors survived. We were the select ones to stay on this planet. Our blood is selected to stay here.
We figured it out, just like we doing right now.
So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, natural selection helped got rid of certain things throughout the history. And we're trying to take natural selection out of its own hands. It's like, well, we're powerful enough now. Let's try to control natural selection. And it's
right. When we need to move like the ants, it's good to dig under the ground and live under the ground too,
right?
And protect the planet, because there might be a time where we just have to. That's just smart.
It was a time when we had to, thousands of years ago. Why do you think they're finding all these caves with tunnels that's thousands upon thousands of feet underground? Rooms so big they're like stadiums underground.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know.
Mr. Taylor, I think that you make a good selection and you make a good point that natural selection should always be allowed to thrive because that is the way of nature, correct? However, there's levels to this, as Smitty articulated earlier. Hospitals, for instance, are combating every single moment natural selection. Your car, those airbags in your car is combating natural
selection. Yeah, I definitely agree with you.
When you take Tylenol, that's combating natural selection. When your wife goes to the hospital and they give her medications to help ease her labor pain instead of letting her die in labor, which is what 1 in every 3 women should do, that is called controlling natural selection. We can't say we want to live and then say, well, we want nature to just do what it do sometimes, which is clearing our house. It's like we got to get on one side of this argument and kind of stay there. And my thing is, natural selection is always going to be in our faces. Like it's always going to be there. We're not really going to stomp that out. However, we are a natural species that's trying to thrive on this planet. And the only way we can thrive on this planet is to do so by artificial means. That is the only way for us to thrive on this planet.
And I definitely agree with you on that. You know,
and we create
not even just that. Real quick,
I don't necessarily disagree with you at the same time, but I just was like, you know, with natural selection, things are normally, you know, more workable that way. But I definitely agree with you. Yes, we want to do what we want to do on this planet, and of course, the majority of us do want to survive and thrive, and you know, keep passing on legacies and stuff. So it's a complicated situation that we're in.
Listen though, let me ask you this, Brother Allen. Now, this is where the whole natural selection part, I believe, gets really tricky.
Mm-hmm.
You believe in the word, right, my brother?
Yes, of course.
As do I. I do not claim Christianity, but I do believe that word. Now, you remember the story of King David, and you remember the story of what was his name right before him that ruled right before David?
Saul.
Why did Saul fail? Because what we call natural selection, he was told to eradicate everything down to the cattle and children.
That's definitely true.
And he didn't do it. And there was grave punishment because he did not follow the order, or said order of what we would call natural selection. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
You know what? That's a can of worms right there. So don't get me on that conversation, okay?
Don't play Smitty on mine. He up here trying to like Marvin Gaye with his little hair.
I'm just saying. No. Actually, sir, I'm the turban guy at your gas station, and you need to hurry up and buy. That's what you need to do. While I call the people's on. That's what you need to do.
Oh no! If that law get passed, they gonna be able to shoot you.
I'm just saying, when you talk about natural selection and you talk about people who wrote in their book that at some point in their past, their deity told them to go and kill everybody. Meanwhile, we don't have no proof that this small group of people took over anything, let alone these kings existed. And we're going to call that natural selection? Like, if that's the case, then God told a lot of people to do a lot. That dude in Waco, Texas, God told him to do some stuff. Is that natural selection? So I'm just saying that, let's be clear, natural selection happens as natural things occur. Like, it just is. The strongest survive, right?
I was mainly.
However, warfare is really, I could argue warfare is unnatural to human beings, and it's an artificial thing we've kind of created for ourselves.
So let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this, and Lola, I want you first. Self-deletion, is that a part of natural selection?
Self-deletion is not a part of natural selection. And the reason why it's not a part of natural selection is because it's not natural. It's not natural for any living organism to kill itself. It's only natural for life to try to continue to live and or procreate so that it lives through its procreation. That's the natural order of things. So for something to kill itself while it is healthy, that is not a natural anything.
I can see that. It's kind of hard to take yourself out. Like, low key, it's kind of hard. That's
Brother Ron.
something that
Mm-hmm.
you just could naturally just do like that. Like I can't imagine me trying to take myself out like that.
What'd you say, Jamaica?
No. I was letting Alan finish up. No, I was just saying because I was going down the line. I wanted Lola to go first, but what you got? Self-deletion, is that part of natural selection?
Mm-mm. Hey, anything is whatever the fuck.
That nigga high as shit. Alan, go ahead and continue. I love you, Sir Ronnie. I love you, bro. This nigga is smacked out his mind.
In there.
The fuck? I don't know what the fuck that was.
Hey, Snoop Dogg.
Go ahead, so.
Snoop Dogg. They used to call it puff puff pass. You're supposed to smoke with somebody so you don't get so high. You ain't supposed to smoke alone unless you smoke with a joint.
But this is the place to be at, though. We are in space right now, okay? All right, we are in Sector 9, okay? So that's okay. You're in the right place to be at, sir. Float the fuck along. That's right. Play with your peas and shit as you know what I'm saying, watch floats of water and shit that you never seen before. You're going to do that.
I'm just eating, I'm feasting on cloud 9. My soul eating, I'm feasting on cloud 9. My mind thinking, I'm singing on cloud 9. You want to meet me, then see me on cloud 9. Where everything's fine. Yeah, we drinking grapes, we got bread, we got wine. Feeling this amazing should probably be a crime. Sitting back, patiently waiting my time.
Subscribe to my man's music. Subscribe to my man. Subscribe. You already know what it is.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I put a video in the back channel too.
You already know. Hey, we got you. Hey, so drop that. I don't know how to do that shit. I'm still learning, nigga. I know how to drop you niggas, though. I can drop a motherfucker, you get disrespected. I know how to do that shit. But look, right. What you got, Alan? What you got?
With that right there, yeah, that's like the sister said, man, that's definitely hard if you actually sane and consciousness, things like that. That's definitely hard to do. That's man, wow. Self-deletion is something, of course, that is not natural, but there are exceptions to the rule, obviously, because we have heard stories while we've been living on this planet that people have actually done this. There, of course, if you talk to the Japanese culture, the Japanese culture does have a culture of with their samurais, if they are dishonest, disloyal, or they prove themselves not to be worthy warriors.
I'm sorry, Alan, bullshit. And look, the only
do off themselves.
The only loophole in self-deletion, I believe, in getting to the kingdom, if you want to say, is a terminal illness, bro. Like it's over, like some kind of like extreme fatal wound. Like, bro, you was in the war and you're crawling as a torso with intestines dragging on the ground. Yes, I'm gonna ask you to put that one in my dome, bro. Yes.
See, though, what you
that's
just
it.
said, though. Think about what you just said. You said you're gonna ask somebody to do that for you. That's not self-deletion. Self-deletion is when you actually take it upon yourself to do it yourself. Like
that's it. Oh, wait. Have you ever heard of deletion by cop? How does that operate? How does that? Yeah, suicide by cop. Have you ever heard of that term? How does that work? How does that work?
Of course.
What takes place?
But the thing of it is, from my understanding of the self-deletion that we're talking about, we're talking actual genuine self-deletion. You're doing it yourself. Nobody else is involved.
Like them Buddhist people that set themselves on fire in public places in the name of something.
That's self-deletion.
Of course it is.
They set themselves on fire. So, but it just is what it is. It's kind of hard to do unless you have to have a certain type of mind frame or brainwashing in order to do something like that. Like, in all sense of the word meaning, like it's hard to do. Because like you said, yeah, our job is to procreate and,
Okay, so hold on. So those who procreate outside of their race and culture, are they going against natural selection?
Hell no, we still procreating.
Well, I'll say this:
I think we are.
On one level, no, because you're procreating, right? But on another level, you are going against natural selection. For instance, when different bird species, right, when they mate amongst each other, they're procreating because nature wants to be diverse. But nature doesn't want to be diverse to the point where it's maladaptive, and now it can't continue itself.
Like a liger. We all know ligers.
So
Boom.
when two
I get you on the liger.
So when two species get together to create another third species that is not quite adept to any particular space, this becomes maladaptive in the natural order of things. Because I'm just going to be honest with you, when you got genetics that don't match in the same physical being, obviously you got problems. Like, and I don't want to go down the problems of humans versus and all of that, but you have problems. Infertility is one big problem just across the spectrum.
Yeah.
Like it's just a thing. But I'm not saying that being procreative is not a part of nature. It is. However, nature wants to preserve itself by nature. So you're not preserving yourself when you essentially create things that nature didn't want created.
Okay, Lola, the reason why I can get with you on that, my dear, is because you know one thing I'm actually kind of against. Believe it or not, I know this is going to sound real effed up. We know that the earth has survived long before humans came along, and there have been, would we not agree, there have been many extinctions throughout the progression of, you know,
the planet.
Extinction. I mean, existence on Earth. Boom. Okay.
Right.
I don't necessarily agree.
Wait. Park the car. Don't move forward. Park. I'm making you park for a reason. Trust me. All right. I'm glad you said that. Y'all always lead me into my next question and into my next video. Thank y'all so much. Y'all don't even know y'all be walking into a trap and you walk right into it.
Open it up, but I want to say it before you go there because I just want to get it off. Go ahead.
No. But hold on. Let me pull up this video before you even say anything. Let me pull up the video because what you just said coincides with the video.
Post the video, yeah.
All right. So fair use, everybody. I'm glad Smitty has led us into unknowingly. He's walked into a trap. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Wow.
Unknowingly.
That's what you call a segue. That's what you call a segue.
It's a trap. Now, let's get to the next video. Fair use. You know what it is.
Oh, shit.
Movie Doctor Strange exposed the truth about reality, and here's how. Doctor Strange started off as a regular person that only believed what society has been taught.
Fairy tales about chakras or energy or the power of belief. There is no such thing as spirit. We are made of matter, nothing more.
And this relates to most of our society. Because most people feel the same way Doctor Strange did. He had to literally get pushed out of his body until he finally realized it was true.
What did you just do to me?
I pushed your ass form out of your physical.
But even after that, he still couldn't let go of everything he's been taught. And this is how he got forced to learn the truth about reality.
Open your eyes. You think you know how the world works? You think that this material universe is all there is? What mysteries lie beyond the reach of your senses? Thoughts shape reality. This universe is only one of an infinite number. Worlds without end. Who are you in this vast multiverse?
I had to cut that clip up, but if you want to see the full video, be sure to comment the truth. And we all know that Hollywood always puts the truth in movies. So let me know what you think, because the movie Doctor Strange exposed the truth.
Hold on, wait. There's more. There is more.
There's more.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. I can't leave y'all here without being full, right? You know what I mean? How I'm gonna feed you and you not be full? Let's go to the second part to this.
I gotta keep in mind what all happened in the first one, so I'm gonna lose my train of thought.
Mm-hmm.
What you sipping on over there, young lady? Because you sure doing a lot of sipping.
I'm celebrating Lent this year, and I'm sipping lemonade because I gave up Coca-Cola for Lent.
Okay.
Your eyes. You think you know how the world works? You think that this material universe is all there is? What is real? What mysteries lie beyond the reach of your senses? At the root of existence, mind and matter meet. Thoughts shape reality. This universe is only one of an infinite number. Worlds without end, some benevolent and life-giving, others filled with malice and hunger. Who are you in this vast multiverse?
Teach me.
Open your eyes.
Thank you, Smitty. I appreciate you. I really do. I really, really do.
Go ahead, Smitty. I know you want to go first.
Okay. The original thing I wanted to say, that is long gone. I smoke too good a weed. So, okay. When it comes to this whole, like, the multiverse and all these things, I'm gonna be real honest with you. All right. There's no way, like, I'm not about to get all preachy and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's no way for me to speak about this and not mention the spiritual aspect. What this is when you be hearing about these multiverses and all of this and endless possibilities and all these things, look, right? The fact is that's some bullshit. Why? Because, nigga, we can't even get to the bottom of the ocean. Nigga, we can't even travel through spaceship. Fuck you mean endless possibilities, nigga. That shit shows us that at the stratosphere. Stop playing with me. So I'm just saying, as far as like, that is a distraction. Listen, the spiritual part of it is they got to tell you it's these endless possibilities. There are infinite universes and multi versions of you and all this other stuff, because honestly, that is to redirect your mind from knowing that there is only one. It's to get you to never think about that. It's to distract you. When it comes to that shit, honestly, me personally, I see and hear nothing but distractions. Okay? That is to get your mind to question whatever it may be that you read and or subscribe to. They get the little London, UK sounding bitch to get up on there and shit. She's sounding all super extra intelligent and genius. Like, cause there's something about that London accent. They won't get a motherfucker up there sounding like they from motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Nigerians and shit. They ain't gonna have an African up there talking, saying that shit. You see what I'm saying? Even down to the voice that they choose to speak. It's all to direct your mind to be distracted. We want you to question. Look, if we cannot take you totally away from your faith, we're going to at least try our best to come in and shake the room up. And hopefully we can at least get you to question. If we can get you to question, then maybe you'll go down what most of us know that is called the rabbit hole. Now, once we get you down the rabbit hole, that's it. Now you're in the world of infinite possibilities, because you have discarded everything that you knew that actually kept you on solid ground. So I'm gonna be real with you. I'm real careful with that type of shit. They throw it in real smooth. They throw multiverse. They throw it into places like Marvel and everywhere that we know that our kids will look at us as older adults who is into those type of things. And I'll be really thinking about that shit because I'm gonna tell you right now, as a comic book fiend fanatic, I got shit right back here right now. DC and Marvel. There was no real talk about a multiverse long ago. This is a new thing. Ever since, like, what was that? The Marvel with Thanos and all of that, the Endgame and all of that. You know, around that realm-ish time. I'll say within the last like 8 to 10 years of that. No, other than that, it was just the X-Men. That was it. Niggas died and niggas died. Wasn't a whole bunch coming back and all this other shit. So I'm just saying, like, these things that I hear to land it is more than anything distractions. They don't want you to really hone in and focus on. Plus, even if it's not, let's take the ones who are not religious and or spiritual. They want to distract you from ever really honing and focusing on what your true potential could be. Look, the more you're focused on this, and that, and everything else, what we say, don't put too much on your plate. Why? Because you won't finish it. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Okay. Okay, so I'll say this. I think you're being a little harsh, and I don't think you're being fair. Smitty.
What else am I?
Oh my God. Okay, so let me say this. When you say that you want to speak to it from a spiritual perspective, that is just as highly controversial as this movie and this multiverse is. It's just both of them are things that take and stretch and bend the mind and reality that we know of. Okay, I'm being careful right now. So you can't put what you're thinking and believing in terms of spirituality over that, because it's just a different belief, honestly, at this point. But some people would say they could prove one or both, whatever the case may be. So that is where I would say, yeah, you're gonna have to reel that one back in. However, to move it forward, when the lady said endless possibilities, I think you may have took that to be something that she wasn't really trying to say. For instance, Doctor Strange came to her lair looking for a miracle. He was a doctor. He came there looking for a miracle. So that little stunt that he pulled, talking about this is only this and this, why are you there, sir? You there because in your subconscious mind, you know that there's something more than what your conscious mind is aware of. But and what he learned there is the endless possibilities in this reality. His hands, right? He thought he came there to heal his hands. He didn't come to that lair to get his hands healed. He came there to heal something much deeper than his hands. And you see what happened as a result. The endless possibilities of what happened with that. So at first it started out with a man with shaky hands. Then suddenly it went to everything else in the universe and the hands meant nothing, but the hands are still shaking. So when she says endless possibilities, you have to put that into context, because although they're showing you abstract images, that is what is in your mind every night. All those images you see on the screen, we've all seen them in our dreams. That's all they're showing you, is that reality is one big mind that can bend reality as it pleases. You do that every night in this reality. So for you to say that that's some bullshit and endless possibilities, listen, right now, if I said be on a beach in the daytime right now, your thoughts move faster than light, and you just automatically saw what I just seen. That's just how powerful your mind is. So let's not say that all movies are bullshit. Let's not say that. Let's just say we have to take everything with a grain of salt. And in this case, we can take a little less salt with this one. And I'm not saying that they didn't do some creative licensing in this movie. They did. They really did. But to a large degree, they were really on some deeper stuff. I will say that. Yeah.
Lola.
Oh, now you clapping slow? Okay.
Bravo, my dear. Bravo.
Clapping slow. Okay.
Okay, so look. All right, so let me ask you this. What person do you think has a better chance of reaching their true potential? The person that hones in on a craft that they're just naturally good at, or the person who just continuously throughout their life keep trying this career, that job, this trade, that hobby, this hobby?
Okay, so
Which one, Lola?
okay, I'm gonna say in terms of being successful,
Mhm.
better chance at finding success in what you're already seated in doing. That's just the chance, like the entropy of it all. That's what that is. So I would argue the former versus the latter. However, there is an argument for the latter. I just don't think it's as strong as the former. Yeah.
Okay, so now that we went around the fist to get to the thumb, which is fun. That's a fun game to play. I like going around the fist to get to the thumb. You agree with me that the person who hones in on their potential, truly, what they're naturally good at, and they master that will more than likely be the person to reach their full potential because they've chased their purpose, as opposed to being wandering. So let's take it back. So let's take it back to the multiverse. When I say that's some bullshit, not the movies, because I'm the first one. I was the main one talking about how the movies actually be showing us a lot of real shit. You see what I'm saying? I did say that. So I'm with you on that part. I'm just saying, as far as the whole multiverse, yes, it's no way for me to speak about that without incorporating what I do see the true hidden message and agenda behind that is. And that is to distract one from reaching their full potential. Why? Because if we as individuals reach our full potential, thus that's less mind control you can have over us.
No, look at it from a different perspective. If the movie is trying to hint at the fact that this reality that we perceive with our eyesight is not all that's here, right? The Bible told you that.
Right.
Come on, like the Bible told you that in the most rudimentary language that the English language can give you. The Bible told you.
How do we get there, Lola?
Genesis.
How do we get there, Lola?
But wait a minute, Genesis. The book of Genesis told you in the creation story that
Mhm.
when they were exiting Eden, whatever that is, that part of the reason why they said is they will, whatever they put their hand to do, they will do. So therefore, we have to do this. That tells you that endless possibilities is a real thing. Period. Whether you understand it or not, whether you have a concept of it or not. Like I told my father, and you know I'm not Christian, but I told him, I said, when Jesus said, you can do everything I can do and more, and I said, Daddy, he raised someone from the dead. Do you believe that? My father can't believe that he can do something greater than raising somebody from the dead because he doesn't have no memory of someone in his position doing something like that, so he doesn't have faith that he can do that. That doesn't mean he doesn't like Jesus. It just means that his conscious mind is in the 3D reality, and when he watches movies like this, it opens him up to accepting more than just what's in front of him. It doesn't teach him anything about it, no, but it does open him up to more than just this little spectrum that we see, and that don't have anything to do with being distracted. It has everything to do with what the hell is really going on.
Okay, so again, now
hold on, I gotta run upstairs because you know I'm cooking right now. Go ahead, but I'm listening.
all right. I'm just gonna say briefly. So all I'm saying is, to majority of what you're saying, there's no disagreement. What I'm making very, very clear is this. We have to remember that when it comes to what is shown in front of us nowadays, like there are clips, there are movies, there are little hints. There's always a symbol in a music video. There are things that are being shown to us. Everything is not surface value. Some things are, most things aren't. So when we see things like the multiverse, all of that, you know what that's telling you when they say endless possibilities. What that's saying is that you ought to transgress boundaries. You don't even realize the subtleness of it. Okay, to say there are endless possibilities, that is basically to say that you can do anything. Now, to say that you can do anything, if we go back to the words of the enemy of man, the famous quote is, do as thy will. Now, I want us to pay attention to what they're showing us in these multiverses as an endless possibility. Endless possibility means no limits. Go back to the words of the enemy of man, do as thy will. There is a direct connection. But see, that's something, I get it. Most people aren't going to have that third eye open and or discernment. Now, what I'm making very clear when speaking of this is more so, they know that majority of folks are going to be able to be bamboozled and fooled and tricked. Most people will not be able to recognize what's really taking place in front of them. You know how they do? They mix it up real smooth. Some shit they'll be having looking real deep, just like these niggas we was talking about in these goddamn conscious spaces and stuff, talking all these huge words. Nigga, just say it in a simplified form. It's simple, right? Then we'll also have segments where it looked like something so simple. I mean, it could be a basic ass commercial, and you didn't even realize 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbols was just incorporated into that whole everything. You thought that was just a dude walking through some woods and he just breathed in deep. And they told no, you be surprised. You got to know where these messages come from. A lot of us don't. So that's really where I am with that more than anything. I'm not disagreeing with you on nothing that you're saying. The only thing I'm saying is my interpretation of when they speak about the multiverse and everything else, because I've been thinking about this for some time now. That shit is to distract you. The more things you think about, the less on one thing you can think of. You can't be really putting your all into, like, I've even asked, I forgot who it was, but with the whole polyamorous thing, right? Are you really able to give your full and the 100% of you when you have multiple partners? And the answer was no. The answer was no. No, I can't. But it's not about that. Okay, cool. I get the answer. Cool. So moving past that, my point is, the more you're focused on, the less you're going to be able to really hone in on one thing. And that even goes down to your spiritual and or religious outlook. You can't have a whole bunch of shit clogging your mind and got you thinking this and that way. It will distract you. Thus, you never really reach the full potential of where you should and which it is and what you subscribe to. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out, Lola.
I mean, I would ask what potential you got to go to that you can't think about more than one thing at a time and focus on more than one thing in your life. But never mind. I think I made my point.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Never
Keep
mind.
going. Keep going. Keep going.
Hold on. Do I need to hit the button? Do I need to hit
No,
the button?
no. I love a good draw at high noon. I love a good draw at high.
I'm talking about this button right here.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I'm just saying. You know, so listen.
Y'all is too wood factor.
Nah, I'm just one of them niggas you can't get shit by. Like, yeah. My baby mother, look, the mother of my child, she hate that shit. You can't get shit by me. I don't know. I pick it up. I smell it. It reeks off the pores. It's like that drop of blood in the water. But I'm just saying, look, when it comes to how, if you're going to really focus and be able to build and gather yourself on anything, Lola, would you say the person who needs to heal and find themselves, would you say that person needs to find themselves and heal through going to more parties and social functions, or would you say they need to have more time of solitude? Just curious.
I'm not going to argue either, because neither.
Now we're not going to argue either.
No, I'm not going to argue either, because just because you're alone doesn't mean you're building on anything. That's not what that means. Just because you're with people doesn't mean that you're not lonely, and it's not even serving the function it's supposed to. So that's why I'm saying I can't argue either. But I can say that there's times when you should be alone. There's times when you should be at festivals. We're human beings. That's what we do. But everything comes in degrees. So, I want to say this. You can't listen to spirit if your mind is jumbled with noise. You can't. So you do need solitude. However, the whole reason why you go inward is so that you can come out and be in with people. Like, that's the whole reason for it. So
what you just said, Lola, is something that what we call has levels to this shit. And the levels, as in the steps to it, is you need that time of solitude first. Don't women say all the time, boy, you need to go off and heal before you think to go and date? Don't they say that you need to go ahead and get your career and your finances in order before you think about dating? You don't put the cart before the horse, correct?
that's not what they really say. They say Dark Night of the Soul.
Now that's not what they really say.
That's not what they say.
That's not what they really say.
They use the term Dark Night of the Soul. But go ahead. You were cute.
Nah. We on something tonight. I'm with you.
That was cute how you said it. Yeah.
Nah. I mean, touche on your half. Touche on your half, my dear. Touche. Lola, please do get. If you're talking about somebody actually gathering themselves, the steps are this, okay? Before you actually get into the ring, you have to train. You have to train, and generally, you don't train with your opponent before the fight. Period.
You don't train alone either, but okay.
No. Hold tight. Oh, no. Hold tight. Because I'm getting to that part of it.
Okay.
And those around you, like your coach and those whoever's holding the bag and stuff, everything is geared towards you getting into that space of yourself. You need to be able, because the fact is, you know what? Although that person's holding the bag, nobody's holding your elbow as you're throwing that jab. You're doing all of these things yourself.
Correct.
Okay, so that aspect of you doing whatever it is that you're doing yourself, that's the part that you need to take with you into the ring. You don't go into the ring, get your ass whooped, and then be like, you know what? I think I need to train on Monday morning. No, that's not how that works. Okay?
I get it, Smitty, but here's the thing. We're not being
Rock out, Lola.
We're not being distracted from going inward and having quiet time because somebody alerts us to a deeper reality that we wasn't aware of. We're not being distracted by that.
Lola, you know, that's worded beautiful, but that's totally kind of asinine for what it is I'm saying. Listen, sis. What I'm saying is that it is.
That passive aggression on you don't even look right.
I'm just saying I got that same shit you got. That's all. I got that same shit you got. I got cousins and aunts like you, shorty. I got cousins and aunts like you. I'm used to this shit.
Okay.
Listen, what I'm saying is that if you're going, Lola, let me ask you this. If you yourself were to go ahead and say, you know what, I need to get my shit together, which I'm pretty sure at your age and all of us, for the most part, we've all had that period in time, right? So if you're going to get your shit together, Lola, let me ask you this. What would be like the first things you do? I'm just curious. I don't know. You may have something to totally counter everything I'm saying. But if you wanted to get your shit together, you're just coming out of a bad breakup and just losing your job. All in like the span of 90 days or some shit. Like, this is just not the fucking time. Lola, what do you do to recuperate?
Before you can recoup, you have to destroy the parts of what came before.
Okay. So you burn that nigga shit. Anything in the house that reminds you of him. Okay. Throw them pictures out. Get rid of this coffee maker. Fuck your Keurig, nigga. I don't even drink coffee. Okay, I got you. What are we doing now, Lola?
That's not. See now you playing.
I'm just saying.
This is not fair to me as a woman. Okay, it's not fair. But anyway,
all right. My bad, Lola.
This isn't fair. What I'm saying is, when you get out of a breakup, right, before you can move on and build, you have to destroy everything that caused you to be where you were at first before you can move forward. Same thing with building a actual building. There's a part of the earth that needs to be destroyed before you can start building anything. You have to clear the trees out first. You have to dig in the ground and mess up the earth and stuff. Before anything can get built, something needs to be destroyed first. So when you talk about going inward, that the parts of you that need to leave, you got to clean that out first before you can start building on what's actually supposed to be there. Now, that's just from my experience. I'm not the most experienced, but that's my answer to you. And then as it pertains to going forward just in life in general. Okay, I lost my job. Okay, well, I got a couple choices. Okay, I can sit and cry and starve, or I can complain and still starve, or I can see this as an opportunity to build in a different way towards something better, more stable. But these are my only choices. So it's like life be lifing like that. Okay, but here's the thing: there's a deeper reality to even that. Like, for instance, you understanding why you built your life up for one thing, and then it all came crashing down as if to say, nope, that wasn't it. And you're like, why did this happen? Only for you to find out later on that in order for you to be where you're at today, everything had to crash because there was no way for you to move in this direction except for this being your only choice. So this is
wait, Lola.
This is the deeper reality that is beyond the 3D. That's what I'm talking about. So when you say we're being distracted by movies like Doctor Strange, you tripping.
I love it.
You tripping. Stop talking about that way. I like it.
Lola. You just listen. What you just said was nothing but an organic, natural cause of what I just said. I asked you specifically, my dear. How does one really truly gather themselves when they need to get their shit together? You said, I'm not going to answer neither. I know, just being difficult. I expect that. You light-skinned and a woman. I mean, shit, I mean, double-edged sword there.
Not the red bomb.
Yes, I went there. That's right. Bow bow, shots fired. I know. Now, what I'm saying.
My head. That's what that was.
Nah, but listen though, real talk. Lola, when you're talking about what you're talking about as far as, okay, if somebody's getting themselves together and then you say, yeah, there have been situations where everything came crashing down and blah, blah, blah. You know what? God has done the same thing. Yes. Guess what, Lola? There have been times in my life, all right, where God had to go ahead and have everything taken from me. I had to have everything stripped of me, okay? And guess what? I had to be placed somewhere in life where I had to really be forced to think about myself. Where I am mentally, spiritually, and physically at this point is simply because of me having that time of solitude. Now, hold on, Lola. To address your number one cheerleader in the group. Okay, all right. So boom, she's correct. Okay, then turns around and says, from what I'm hearing, you can't multitask with real life problems or otherwise.
Okay, I'm not gonna pretend to understand.
Same thing. I've been saying this entire time. Okay, hold on. So all I'm saying, Lola, is
what kind of male manosphere echo chamber is this?
Who the hell is man? Who's manosphere? Who's manosphere? Who the hell is manosphere?
What kind of echo chamber is this? Is this the man?
Wait a minute.
Listen, Trey needs to say something. Not Trey say something. Cause see you tripping right now.
No, I'm not. I'm saying y'all saying what I'm saying, but it's like y'all don't want to admit what I'm saying. It's like you want to try to like weave back to me. It's like stealing my shit, then like giving it to me like I found it. Stop doing that.
That is not. Oh my God.
Stop it. Stop stealing my shit, then returning it. and asking for reward money.
Okay, honey, we're gonna give you your flowers now. We're gonna give you. Do you want your flowers now, honey? All right, here you go. Okay.
Hey, I digress. My mic is muted.
All right,
Slowly.
Trey would like to speak.
Bye.
We've given you your flowers. Now we would like to share a flower with Trey. Do you mind?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Listen, you see this wormhole behind me, man? What did I just walk into? What did I just walk into, man? So come on, just give me something that I can, because y'all ask these great, intriguing questions. So, what was
the universe and spirituality and?
Well, no, we were discussing. He's making a statement that movies and films like Doctor Strange, like what we just saw, serves as a distraction to us, not an addition to our understanding of reality. And I'm saying that it's not a distraction. Like, we can walk and chew gum. Like, people can understand that there's more to reality than what's here in the 3D. And a lot of times it takes entertainment to give us that welcoming understanding versus reading it at the library. Like, more people have learned about the reality of the non-existent reality from movies than they have from physics books in college. I'm just saying. So we're not learning and being distracted from our original purpose to go to work and die. Like, that's not what's happening here. But Smitty is trying to make a grander point, which to a degree I do agree with, but that's what we were discussing.
You got some good points too, sis. I get to you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I'll talk to you later, nigga.
Ain't that the uniqueness of the human mind? See how deep that's the uniqueness of the human mind. The human mind can go down these wormholes. That's the uniqueness of it. A lot of this stuff, it starts with an idea, it starts with a thought, and then it just expands on it. Mm-hmm. Your way of looking at this wormhole can be completely different than the way I look at it. I say it's a damn path to nowhere. You can say it's a path to somewhere other universal stratosphere. I don't know, but that's the uniqueness of the human mind. I think in some capacity, what we see in movies and television is a distraction. It is a distraction. It keeps us entertained. It keeps our mind going and thinking. So yeah, in that capacity. But like you said, in some, it is a gateway to future events that will happen in our lives. Like,
yeah, Trey, keep talking. I keep talking. I can hear you. I'm cooking at the same time, but keep talking.
Well, what you cooking? First of all,
I'm cooking lasagna. I gotta go check my bread.
Yeah, go check your bread. I don't want your bread to burn. Then you be over talking making excuses.
I can still hear you, but
I don't want to distract you.
No,
with you burning your bread.
Nah, don't fuck that Texas toast up. Don't you dare fuck that garlic bread up. Go on, get that garlic bread.
Okay. Let me go get my garlic bread. Okay, I can keep talking. I can hear you.
I guess. But some things are a pathway to the future, though. Like flying cars and some of these futuristic movies that they come out with. I guess even like if you go back to Star Trek, they gave an idea of what the future would look like, because at some point everybody, and now we even have Bluetooth headphones and people are talking through their phone through a little earpiece. And a lot of times you see it come out maybe 5 to 10 years in advance. That's why some of the laws, they take place 4 or 5 years after the fact. And, even I remember when there was a law passed that by a certain point, all cars will have to get over 13 miles per gallon. And now you see most cars, 20, 30, electric cars, they get 40, 50. I'm not sure, but, some things are a pathway to the future, but for the most part, it's all a distraction. And it keeps us, in a lot of times, it keeps us standing still, because shit, you can make your own movie with the technology today. You can create your own fun and activities. That's the beauty about it. Our minds are just still primitive in a sense. And, I think just it's important for the younger generation, to keep a free mind, focus on things outside of their normal everyday so they can grow to their full potential. So yeah, you know, these, I don't know, you know, I like a good movie. I like the Black Panther. I like some of these movies coming out with Planet of the Apes. I like those movies. Is that a prelude to the future? Who knows? But I've heard conversations that they say we come from apes anyway. So like, I don't know. We all got these big ass noses and these fat ass lips and these big ass.
No, Uncle Ferg. If we came from monkeys, then there would be no monkeys now.
No, I'm just saying. Listen, I didn't believe it. I was just going like, what are y'all talking about? No, not us. But hey,
right.
So, yeah, I'm just saying that's the thing.
Plus,
about
you know what's weird? You know what's weird? When they like, whenever they show the diagram of the monkey, they always show it. It goes monkey, like you said, wide ass nose, and then it morphs into like this straight hair, thin nosed white man, and then somehow or another we came after that. It's just weird. It's a weird order.
See, that's what I'm saying, though. Those are things that they put out there for the human mind to expand on. Really quick, when I was in college, a lot of that stuff opened my mind when I had to read H.G. Wells. H.G. Wells was dabbing into this like futuristic life of where we are today, 2020, in our 2000s and beyond and stuff. And he was talking about how the mind, if you can think it, then you can create it. So the fact that we've thought about stuff and we talked about stuff, and in somebody's mind, they're in the process of creating it. So just to see, you know, I don't know what the future holds.
All right, so hold on. Let me ask you this, Uncle Ferg, and everybody on the panel. When they're talking about, like, for example, there is a lot of talk about people back once upon a time could do like real magic, all of that. Like, what we would say magic, because anybody who knows about magic knows there's a magic that ends with a G, then there's a magic that ends with the letter K. And the letter K is the real shit, if you know, right?
You're talking about voodoo and a lot of other ancient.
That's the real shit, if you know.
Yeah.
The one that ends with the G, that's like, oh, pick a card, any card.
That's Disney.
So, come on now. So my point is, when it comes to like, I guess, like, let's say, okay, so Uncle Ferg, the last thing that you were saying was what? What's the last thing you were saying? You'll see where I'm at.
I'm lost. About the apes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like, so the Planet of the Apes movie, what they're showing us, okay? You have magic. You have those who are going to show us things. And honestly, they're going to be some of it that is actually real. Planet of the Apes, no. That is something that is entertainment. So that will be magic with the G. Okay, magic with the K. That will be something closer to maybe like Independence Day and or 2012. Those movies. Believe it or not. That's like closer, right? So it just all depends on in which direction we're going and with that. So
I mean, everything that we even discuss about future and things that are unknown, it's all a scientific guess anyway. Nobody knows what 1,000 years entails for the human race. Nobody knows what technology is going to be able to do in that time. We're just for now, we're just trying to capitalize on this space today. Nobody even thought about AI. 20 years ago, we was worrying about the fucking world ending. Everybody was buying potted meat and bottled water before, 2000.
I believe that technology works like new TV series, like a new TV series, in the sense of, got you, Lola. It works like new TV series. So, like, when a new TV series comes out, that grand opening episode you see, they don't do that, and then after that, all right, y'all. So what we gonna do for the next episode? No, they already have 14. They probably already got like the first season or two already done, right? And they're just showing you episode by episode, and I believe that it works in the same way. You see, it's just something that we're kind of like giving to, just kind of piece by piece.
Okay, so what is the I know you got me way out in space right now, but
Did you extra butter the garlic bread? Did you flip them?
no, I didn't flip it. It was in the oven.
You should always flip them. Rock out low.
I can't see. There you go. See y'all just see y'all. Oh, it's okay. Mr. Bass, did you have another video for us to critique? Because this young man on the video seems to be talking about a lot of things. I noticed that he seems to have a lot of questions and stuff. You there, Mr. Bass? I think you might have lost.
I think you went to go grab something. It's all right. Uncle Ferg, if you were able to, like, for example, right? If you were
I am
able
back.
to
I am back. I just stepped to the laboratory. But what was that, Lola?
No, I was saying, did you have another
rock
video
out, nigga.
you wanted
My
us
man.
to?
No. That was actually all the curriculum. But go ahead.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to be clear because see, I was listening to Smitty, and of course Smitty was taking us into the rabbit hole that he says he don't want me taking people in. But it's all right. It's all right.
I definitely can hear you just because I'm not calmed down.
We're definitely in the rabbit hole now. And if we want to go deeper off in the rabbit hole, let's talk about the ancient Sumerians and the Anunnaki. Now, if you want to go there.
Okay.
Which were people who went directly against natural selection. Okay, all those bodies rolling down them steps with hearts in their hand. That is not natural selection. That right there is a shortage of food. Okay.
Hold on, Smith. Which one are you talking about?
What? Well, from the Egyptians to the Mayans, when you're talking about the Anunnaki days, I know about that. You know, the Anunnaki is supposed to be like even I forgot what's the figure name. It's supposed to be really, really huge, and he's holding a lion, and he makes the lion look like a person holding a kitten. I get it. I know.
Wait a minute, hold on, stop. You talking
What?
about
No, yeah, he's supposed to be part of the Anunnakis. Yeah, he
You're
was.
talking about Gilgamesh, and he's not an Anunnaki, okay?
He was during that time that they was talking about, not him. Listen, he's during that time when he was talking about like the whole the Anunnaki shit. He's during that time. He's during that time. I'm telling you, he's during that time. You can look it up. They talk about the Anunnakis a lot during his period.
Okay. The Anunnaki.
Yes, the encounters and all of that shit. Yeah, during that time.
They seem
He's
to,
just the only figure I know, because I mean, no, I'm not a history buff like that, but
because it seemed like they had a reign of over 500,000 years, and that's one person. So I want to know where do he fit at on the spectrum. But all right, I'm just saying.
You know what, Lola?
We're talking about erased history.
You know what, Lola?
What needs to be done is we need to raid the Vatican, because the Vatican has all the information we'll ever need. I guarantee
you.
Well, okay.
Okay.
I give you that if we did do that, we probably would come up with a lot of things. However, keep in mind that the Vatican might be a building, but according to all governments, it is an unclaimed, let's say unclaimed country. They have their own licenses.
They're their own country.
They're their own country. At that building, that's a whole nother country. So it's fortified, and you can't run up in that joint, or else it's an act of war.
Why you think they did that all those thousands of years ago? Made that a country within a country?
Mm-hmm.
That's primarily because of the catacombs. Why? Underneath the Vatican is the catacombs, and it's an endless.
It's a library, right? But it's not the only source of information. It's just a library that obviously it
But
has.
it's the biggest library that we had on this planet since the Library of Alexander.
This
Pay
is
attention.
true. This is true. But I'm gonna say this: as much as we can probably find in that library, we might not find much that we don't already know.
I think we will find a whole lot more, and plus, and that's been the whole problem.
They worship a black deity.
Since
It's one thing they don't tell you.
That's one thing too. That's one thing too.
That's a real thing. No, it's a real
We
shit.
know that though. We didn't crash into the Vatican, but we know that part.
Yeah, they worship a black deity, and it's never seen.
Wait a
They
minute.
just show you Mary. They just show you that Mary shit.
But wait a minute, if you haven't been at the Vatican nor crashed down in the basement where all the books are at, how do you know? This is what I'm saying. We know more than what we give ourselves credit for.
Well, I mean, information's out there, Lola. I mean, we are in the age of technology and information. So, these things, now the details of what's down there, super details. No, I do believe you gotta have access to it. You gotta be on like bare minimum tour or some shit. You need that onion for that. But
I'm sure. But here's the thing.
real talk.
Do you really care if you found out through at the library there that
Nah. It's nothing. There's nothing in your library that's going to tell you anything of significance.
Okay.
You're gonna get your basic bullshit.
Okay, so the basic bullshit. So here's my thing. Why are we raiding the Vatican?
Because folks, no, listen, it's just like
Trying to find
why
Gilgamesh.
yeah, boom. Thank you. So there you go. What he said.
What did he say? What did he say?
We're trying to find Gilgamesh.
Boom.
Oh wow.
Boom. There you go, Lola. There you go. There you go. As I roll this next J.
It's no way that they would build something underground, have it so protected so heavily for just information that we already know.
Listen, first of all, just like CERN and anything else, Area 51, you name it, anything that is miles underground, why is it there? Do you think it's there so that passerbys can look and be like, oh yeah, there it is?
Right.
Like, what reason is it miles underground? Why can't you get to the hydro collider? Why is there checkpoint after checkpoint after checkpoint? And even the people that work there, just like in the prison, every prison guard can't go everywhere through the prison. They got keys that only unlock certain doors.
Right. Just like
real shit.
One.
The reason why there's doors and everybody isn't allowed there is because they create black holes there, okay? And you know what happens when you create a black hole or something happens like a mistake? Do you understand what a black
Shit
hole
get sucked into it, Lola.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want everybody creating black holes on this planet. I want the people that know what they're doing only dealing with that. So if they keeping most people out, it's a good riddance.
Okay, and I understand that too, sister. But who said?
No, fuck that. No, fuck that. They have military bases on the surface. What are you talking about?
Smith, all I'm saying is, who knows if they're doing the right thing?
Why do I got to protect the government? This is
They're not.
Why am I protecting the government?
Yeah, why are you protecting the government?
What I'm saying is, here's the thing. If y'all knew what was really underground out there in Arizona, right, you probably wouldn't be able to sleep good at night. So why is it that you don't trust your government to keep secrets?
Come on, man.
Is that why you're
Lola, you need to change your name to Miss O Plant. Miss O Plant.
That's been the problem as human beings on this planet. We've been lied to about who we actually are, how we were actually made. All this we've been lied to for so many thousands of years.
But I lied to my children
Yeah,
about how
we can't accept the truth anymore.
But I lied to my children in the beginning about how they came to be. I didn't tell them about how actually they came to be.
You told them that stork bullshit. You told them the stork.
I told them about the stork because
In the beginning.
Hold up.
how they
Hold
came.
up.
But
You
here's
told them that in the
they
beginning.
learned in the beginning, but they learned when they were ready. Just like humanity, when we're
Okay.
ready.
So we're not ready.
Right,
We're not ready.
We're not
Hold on. You mean tell me black people we are accepting to be subjugated in this dinosphere fucking for the next thousands of years?
We're not
And
ready.
we getting dumber and dumber and slower and slower.
Brother
Ferg,
Ferg, no, but I'm not gonna lie to you though. It's a lot of us that's not ready for this information. They're not ready for these books. They're
How
not
do we know though? This is probably what brothers and sisters need so they can realize how great they are. We
I'm not
fucking
saying that
accept
they don't.
mediocrity.
I'm not saying that they don't, but it will be such a culture shock that it will start, a serious problem. Like,
Well, I'd rather have the culture shock because right now we're in a culture of dysfunction. Give me the culture shock. I don't care.
Culture shock.
Hell with it.
A culture shock would mean.
I'm with OG Ferg on that one. I'm with him on
Man,
that
give
one.
me the culture shock, man. Don't. So we saying we're gonna let them stay in power.
You're saying that as an individual that I want the culture shock, but as a community, can we afford a culture shock?
Yeah. We can't afford shit now. Why not take it? What else we got to lose?
So you just saying
well,
just get down.
What else how can we get any lower than we are today?
Oh, it gets lower, sir. It gets lower than where we're at right now. And I'm not trying to.
I'm not gonna live out my life watching y'all asses go down the drain. I can't do that.
So we will go down the drain.
He's talking about liberation.
So you talking about letting your children always be second. Always be. Go ahead and tell them today you ain't gonna be shit. You always have a foot on your neck, child.
No, that's not
Oh,
it.
man.
That's not it. You guys have to kind of take a step back and see things, the bigger picture. You have to see the bigger picture.
That's the bigger picture.
The bigger picture is not everybody is meant to receive all information because you will destroy a people when you do that.
Okay, so here's how we can fix it.
Wait, the government has a
Many are called, but few are chosen. Is that what you're trying to say?
Maybe, but the government has a responsibility to protect life, liberty, and property. They cannot protect life if they have to sit and always fight coup d'etats. Okay, like they can't protect liberty if it's anarchy everywhere. They can't protect property if they gotta fight people every day. Like seriously, so they have to disseminate information in a way that's comparable to their society. Right now, we're not ready as a whole society. We're not ready to receive certain information, but as individuals, we may be able to accept it.
Right. Hold on. She's just saying that because she's just comfortable with Coca-Cola and her potato chips. All right, that's why she's saying that. That's why she just wants that. All right, as long as she got that, she don't care what they.
So you're saying I'm fronting because I
not giving. Yeah.
So can we not understand the fact that? Let me ask you this: does anybody remember any clips and/or shots of how people responded to paper towels and toilet paper in Purell during COVID? That was just COVID. There was nothing being bombed, fire from the sky, nothing. They just said on the news, you got to wear a mask. It's COVID. And do we not remember how Walmart looked when it came to Purell, paper towels, and toilet paper?
Shortage on everything.
So how about this?
No, I'm talking about the actual clips of the fights.
Right, yeah.
It was wild. It was. So how about this? Why not we just not give the?
He's making my point.
We fight over Jordan, so it doesn't matter. People fight over.
Why
Jordan.
not we just?
You don't give them information.
How about just not give the information to the women? Because they seem to be the ones that can't handle that information. They get that. They get in power and they lose their damn mind. So how about we not give it to a woman and to children?
We ain't talking about what they are. I like
let's give it
news.
I'm just saying though, the women can't handle it.
I think you woke somebody up. I think you woke something up. I think you.
The lords of Westeros are sheep. Are you a sheep? No. You're a dragon. Be a dragon.
listen. Okay.
My God. My God. Let me help you.
Because y'all struggle with power. Y'all struggle with
I got you. Let me help you out with something, sir. You remember a guy named Saul in the Bible?
Yes, Lola. We spoke about him earlier.
Right. Now you remember he was told to kill people, right? You remember that?
Eradicate, yes. Delete, yes.
You remember
Delete.
he was told to kill all of the witches and
Delete, yes. Eradicate.
Remember?
Delete, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you remember what he actually did, right?
He spared.
No, he didn't spare. He did kill witches, but he spared the one that did certain things for him, right?
Right.
Right. Now, why do you think a logical
He spared.
Right. Why do you think a logical man heard God tell him to kill witches and he felt like, nah, I can't do that. They worth too much to me. I can't kill these women, folks. And if I do, I'm going to save at least one of them and shit. Because I need them and shit. So why do you think that somebody turned God down to save a witch, i.e. a woman? Why do you think that is? Sorry.
Because the physical was stronger than what was the true purpose.
You think
they were derailed from their purpose. Their purpose was supposed to be television.
You think all the witches were good-looking women?
You know what? I've only seen them in Oz, and that has was ugly.
Yes.
I'm just saying. I don't know, Lola. I'm just fucking with you, sis.
Trey Ferg, let me tell you something, right? When it comes to women not being able to handle the truth, you're going to have to qualify that based on history. Because as it stands so far, the Vatican's controlled by men against men, not women.
Women can't have Lola. Why are we going back there, Lola?
So you saying women can?
Why are we going back there?
No, I'm just saying what history says. History says the Vatican.
What are you talking about? Niggas got plenty of history from being in malls.
Wait a minute, stop. See, y'all don't want to hear the truth. The Vatican was built by men for men to keep information from men. But you're saying it's the women that's the problem. Really?
I didn't say women can't handle the
It's
truth.
the women that was the problem,
I
right?
said the power.
You on your own, Uncle Ferg. You on your own. Matter of fact, nigga, here.
I said
You know
women
what?
can't
You get your ass over there and fuck that.
The women can't handle the power.
Let me
When a
tell you
woman's put in a power position, that's when they struggle.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Ferg, okay? See, you think power is the actual position where everybody votes for and acknowledges as power. You think the presidency is power, don't you? No, you think the president is the power. You think Congress is the power, don't you too? You really think you don't really understand where the true power lies at, which is in the background where you'll never see them, but they'll have all the influence, and that's where the real power sits at, because the ones in the front are puppets, right? So when you say women can't handle power, all we have right now is history to show us that men are the ones that are manipulated and the ones that can't handle shit, okay? That's all we have.
Who are we manipulated by?
Other men.
Women.
No, we were. No, you were not. No, you were not.
We're not manipulated
I
by the
think
women.
he's referring to the apple, if I'm not mistaken.
We always
There was
manipulated
no
by the
apple,
women.
and that's another thing. There was no apple in the Bible, but you got men talking about apples because they can get manipulated so easily, right? So keep
No,
on
by
talking about
women.
apples, sir. Okay,
No.
go ahead.
A woman.
This woman has searched the Bible, and this
I
woman
think-
don't find it.
I
A
think
woman.
what Trey is trying to actually imply here. This is our motivation. Our motivation as men is to protect and provide. And by protecting and providing through the mass scale of life, basically is protecting and providing for women and children. So now by doing so, that empowers us to want to do all these things. We scramble, we build huts, we build this and that, we go out and plow land, we gather resources, this and that, woo to woo. How we're not manipulated by the woman when at the end of the day, we do everything for the woman and the children. That's the whole point of the purpose of providing and protecting. As men, in our nature is to provide for the woman, children, and protect the woman, children. So when we talk about Helen of Troy, which sat there, she was allegedly so beautiful, we'll never really know, But the thing of it is, though, that young man was driven by his lust or whatever to do for this woman. He took her into his kingdom, provided protective for her, which started a whole fucking war over taking another man's wife. Now, you know, women have always been the puppet master in the game of men amongst each other. We go out and conquer other lands for the women, for them to have more space.
Okay, Mr. Taylor, I don't think anyone is disagreeing with you that men go out and fight and pillage and all that other stuff that you're talking about. Okay, I don't think anybody's disagreeing with that. All right, what we're trying to understand is what Mr. Ferg said, which was power shouldn't be given to women. Now, I'm arguing that true power is what we call soft power. That's a power that you cannot see, but it influences hard power to its own will. That's the true power. Now, he wants to say, well, we shouldn't give power to the women when you're not in a position to give power, period. So that's why it doesn't matter what you say. At the end of the day, if what you're saying is true, that men do everything that they do for women, and women are the weaker vessels and shit like that, the real power is not in the hands of the muscles. It's in the hands of the ones that the muscles are working for. So I'm saying to you, you guys need to leave the word power out of your mouths. That's what you need to do.
Oh, no.
You talking about us on this level here?
That'll never happen.
I don't care what level you're on. You need to leave it.
At the end of the day,
Okay.
regardless of what.
No, look at what's happening. Look at what's happening.
Even though we do what we do, even though we do what we do for women.
Look at what's happening in Europe right now.
No.
That Europe right now, everybody's worried about where the fuck is Kate. Even though they got a new king, they got a prince that's doing everything he's supposed to be doing, the country is worried that the country is going to hell. Why? Because haven't nobody seen Kate. Don't tell me that the power is in the hands of the king when people would not go to war if they don't find Kate. Okay? Stop it. Stop it. Leave the word power out your mouth.
So, okay. Let's go on down this rabbit hole here. So now that you're saying that the power is technically on you. Now, the power to move things, which actually makes life work, is, you know, in your hands as women, things like that collectively. Because we choose to provide and do for you.
No, you don't choose.
No, it's still
You're
a choice.
biologically wired to do so.
It's still a choice, though.
You're biologically wired to do so.
Y'all were biologically wired to be helpmeets. We see how that's working out.
Maybe we weren't. Maybe we weren't biologically wired to be.
Oh, maybe we were. Maybe right. So every being has the option to change their motivation.
Men have never changed their motivation
until now.
No, men have never changed their motivation from the beginning of time. Okay.
And yes, that's what y'all depending upon.
Who said anything about dependence?
What you mean?
What I'm telling you
Are
is
you going to go? So
the
you
reason
mean
why
to tell me the mass amount of women are going to go out in these oil rigs to get the oil for the gas? You mean to tell me the mass amount of women are finna get on back of garbage trucks and stick all day to pick up trash? You mean to tell me?
Listen to me.
That they're going to get up on 1,000?
You can't hear if you're not listening.
Build a building.
Mr. Taylor, you if you want me to tell you something, you gotta actually hear. That's what
No. You have to actually hear.
Let me tell you,
because women don't do anything that actually.
Are you gonna ask a question or are you gonna?
I wish you well, Alan.
Which one are you gonna do?
What are you talking about?
Which one are you gonna do? Ask a question.
We do what we do. Yes, men are wired a certain way.
You gonna ask the question and answer it too?
We can retract.
So you're going to ask the question and answer it too?
Oh, yes, I sure am.
Right. So here's the thing. I'm going to let you stay on that level.
Let that shit sink, so let it sink.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
I mean,
you
no,
asked the
ma'am.
question and
Listen.
answered. You should be the only one talking.
No, ma'am. The thing of it is that everybody has their position in life. If
No,
God,
women
if
don't
God
have a
intended
position.
you,
We don't have a
if God intended for women to
We
actually
don't have a position, sir.
seriously run everything,
We
and
don't have a
seriously
position.
do this,
We don't have a position, sir.
how you don't have a position?
We don't have one. We really don't.
You go to a job, you have a position. Everything is about position.
No, we don't have it. I'm telling you, we really don't have a position.
There's certain plants that don't even grow on certain sides of the world because that's not their position.
Right, right, because we don't have that. We're just weak. We don't have that.
No, I'm not saying that. Don't be condescending.
No, we are weak, sir. You're the stronger one. That's why
No,
you control
no,
the world
no,
right
no,
now, because you're the stronger one, right?
You're trying to carry it to where it's out the way, and that's not the case.
I'm telling you right now, women, we're stupid, we're dumb, and we don't need anything. I'm telling you right now.
We do need each other, but the thing
No,
of it
you
is,
don't
though,
need something as weak as a woman. You need something strong. That's what you.
no.
You don't need no weak woman.
It's not a woman is not weak.
No, go ahead. Y'all got the power. The power is for the strong. Y'all take that strong. Go ahead, take that.
Okay, then, what do you consider power?
No, you got it. Your definition of power is what it really is. Go ahead.
So, men throughout these thousands of years that have went out and done things to expand life on this planet and stuff like that.
Men expand life. Us women, we just sitting in the chicken coop. Men are the ones that's expanding life, not us. Go ahead. You the powerful one.
I mean, like at the same time, okay.
Why do you need us? We in the chicken coop doing
How are
nothing. You
women?
expanding life. We're just being
How are
nothing.
women expanding life by
You don't
themselves?
need us. You're the powerful one.
Men don't need women.
You're the powerful one. You don't need us. We don't serve no purpose here.
Oh no! See, I ain't say all that now. Now you just carrying it overboard.
Yeah,
I'd
the
never
power
be-
is in your hands because you're the
I
smart.
never said women serve no purpose.
No, you're
I never said
smart.
that.
You are smart, sir. That's why you're in power.
Oh, really?
Because you're intelligent. Yes. That's why you're in power, because you're intelligent.
So you don't think that God would put a man in place to be intelligent enough?
Yeah, your God put you in place of some shit. He really did. And that's why you're where you're at right now, because of your
So
God.
all these thousands of years of history of men actually doing what we do as men,
Whatever that is. Yeah.
whatever that is.
Because you know, women haven't done anything on this planet. You do know that.
No, I never said that. I never said
I'm
that.
telling you, we don't invent shit. We didn't do shit. We ain't teach shit. We ain't shit. We just some nothing.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
All about you, because you's the powerful one.
I never said. See, now you're trying to put words in my mouth that I never
Did I
said.
say you said?
I never, because Madam C.J. Walker was a phenomenal woman.
How did you meet her before? Did you know her?
Of course not.
But you're talking.
You didn't either. You didn't either.
Right.
But she still was a phenomenal woman for what she added on to society.
Phenomenal,
What are we
right?
talking about here?
She was phenomenal, right? Is that why she didn't have no power? Because she was phenomenal?
And what the French toast is there to think about?
I mean, she didn't have any power. No matter how phenomenal we are, we don't have no power. We ain't shit. No, it's all about you.
That's why women. That's why. See what you do.
I'll say this. I do find it interesting, though, even, and I remember what I said, we ain't shit. But I find it interesting that our curse at some point was having you in power. So that kind of means that at some point you weren't in power naturally. That wasn't your natural position.
But do you not understand?
No, don't cut me off. Don't cut me off.
No, nigga, get your ass back up here. Don't you run now.
don't cut me off. If women were cursed not to be in power anymore, that means, according to the Bible, at some point we were, and that was our natural position. And being under a curse, as we all know, is not a natural position. So naturally, according to your God, you are not even the leader that you think you are. But it's because of a curse on a woman that you are remotely in leadership. Remotely, okay? All right?
Man was cursed too.
Again, we ain't shit, right? We ain't shit. But
Man
that's why you where
was
you at.
too.
You're where you're at as a curse to us, not because naturally you mean anything. Okay? But hey, it is what it is.
Okay, so we all just need to shut down the spark of life. I mean, you're like,
No, y'all are the only ones that's
we just need to
perpetuating
shut down
life.
the spark of life. It
You
is
men
what it
are
is.
the only ones perpetuating life right now. Y'all go here. Y'all don't need us women. Y'all can do what y'all want to do with each
No,
other.
ain't no man ever said that.
Go
Ain't no
perpetuate
man
life.
ever said that.
Go perpetuate life with your power. Go ahead. You use your power and perpetuate life. Go ahead. I dare you. I think you can do it. I think you can use your penis and perpetuate life without a woman because you're powerful.
No, I'm laughing. That wasn't a cough.
I think you are. I think you're powerful enough to perpetuate life without a woman. That's because I think God likes you that much.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. See, that's never been said. That's never been said.
Only in America that we have these dynamics with all this power.
Mm-hmm. He think he got power, so I'm just giving him what he asked for, more power.
Oh no, I have no power.
Now you don't have any power? You don't have any power now? Oh my God! Where did your power go?
What are you talking about? What
Just fucking fell for it. Oh,
the dynamics of men and women have lived for these thousands of years.
Wow, where did your power go? Who took your power?
There you go with the off the wall stuff.
Somebody took your power? Oh wow. Nobody took my power.
Okay then. So men are we're the bottom of the barrel.
No, I'm not saying you're the bottom of the barrel.
No. We're
the Bible said you were the bottom of the barrel, not me.
Ding, 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 ding. Hold on. Can we just go to the corner for a second? Let this nigga Allen breathe. Let that man. Somebody, come on, Uncle Ferg. I don't know. Get the Gatorade squirt bottle. Something. Somebody get the Vaseline and patch this nigga. All right, just hold on. I can't have you doing that, Lola. Okay, we got. Just damn. Okay. Allen, think about what you want to say, big dog. We about to get back in there. Bruh, please watch out for the left hook. Okay? She is not that strong, my nigga, but she is very, very quick.